This we're live.
Yeah.
All right. Got it this time, so I didn't have the volume doing a loop, doing a playback. All right, we'll give it a minute here, and then we'll get the official start so that people have a chance. Oh, hey, I just got a little note in the window that says Hangouts on Air is going away August 1st. Great.
Yeah. Wait, does it actually say a date?
Yeah, August 1st.
Oh, crap.
So that'll be interesting. See how that freaking plays out when I want to do a freaking live chat.
Yeah, I want to figure something out myself because I haven't got anything. Ray Land says hi to all and a happy 4th of July.
Howdy, Ray. Happy 4th to you.
Yeah, I'm going to be shooting off a whole bunch of fireworks tomorrow.
Okay, before we get the official, rules and stuff that we go through every time, is everybody hearing this all right? I ain't going to go and say that stuff more than once if I don't have to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Okay, George says, yep, he can hear us all right. Okay, Ray says he can hear us. There must be about a 20, 30-second delay on there. And it says there's currently only 4 people watching. So between me and Jeremy watching, so we keep track of comments, that means George and Ray, you're it for tonight.
Yeah, probably so close to 4th of July, there's probably a lot of people drunk.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I sure thought there was going to be a lot more people coming over, but now we're up to 5. All right. So I'll go ahead and we'll get the announcement in. So welcome Frazier to Frazier's Raiders. So this is our weekly live chat we have here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. So the rules of live chat is keep it clean. So no talking about dick pics. Watch your language. So no goddamn cursing. And keep the frickin' politics out of it. That's the only one we really enforce heavily is keep the politics out. Everything else, we let shit slide all the time, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the topic tonight that was on the list is history. Basically, I titled this one. I should say, those who do not. God damn, I can't even remember it now. Those who fail history are bound to repeat it. And that was the wisest words I ever heard, and they came from a guy that I was in history class with in college, and he was on his 3rd try. So those who fail history are bound to repeat it, especially if you fail it 2 or 3 times. So if you have any history related questions, go ahead and ask them. I've been trying to do a lot of research on a lot of different stuff here for the last few weeks. Recently come across a lot of new books, and I got a lot of them in the mail too. So that's the one thing I've been spending a lot more money on the last 2 years on books than I have been guns. Hey, Michael!
There he is.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey,
You're late, and you're missing a hat. I'm messing with you.
Yeah, no, I'm just coming in I was outside pulling weeds and stuff because it was hotter than shit today, and it kind of cooled off, and it was still light out. I was like, man, I need to take this opportunity to go clean up my fence line because, man, my fence line was looking pretty messed up. There was a lot of
we're happy to have you.
Yeah.
You take care of you first, and then you worry about us.
Yeah, I just like to give people shit.
I'm all sweaty.
All right. So, as you guessed, our guest tonight is Jeremy Gunslinger, who's become a staple, and Michael Sines, who's also a staple here on the live chat. And so, Michael, I don't know if you caught on, but the topic tonight is history.
Yeah, I saw the video that you posted earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very apropos for tomorrow's festivities coming up.
Tomorrow is the 4th of July, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Yep,
That was a happy accident because I completely forgot it was the 4th of July tomorrow.
celebrating the birthday of America.
America! Fuck yeah!
6-shooter Texan says howdy. Howdy, 6-shooter Texan.
Howdy, 6-shooter. Glad you can join us.
I should have my Bings. It's the just on the eve of the 4th of July. I should have my brown best musket, but I ain't walking over to my uncle's house and getting it.
Yeah.
I ain't walking the 10 feet my sharps is.
Oh, it's hotter than hell. The only thing I'm going to get up and walk for is I'm going to go get a fan here in about 2 minutes because it's getting hotter than hell in here.
I got my air conditioner on like 66 and it's still hot in my house.
I don't have an air conditioner.
Evening, Squidloads. I just saw your comment. Well, it only got to 105 today. Felt like 150. Said.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's hotter than it was here, but it was still. See, it wasn't so much the heat; it was the humidity. We had like 80-something% humidity.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
If it weren't for
Yeah.
a beautiful day.
Michael, we have 80 humidity during the wintertime.
Yeah,
That's not the problem.
or I mean,
When it goes over that, that's the problem.
yeah.
Squidloads asked if he could get a leak.
Yeah, I gotta do some signing out and getting my email that I got you on. Providing I can open it and not crash this freaking computer again.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're actually not late because of it.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like, oh no, it's gotta do an update. I'll get to it in a minute, Squib. My computer's throwing a goddamn hissy fit.
Hit fit.
Oh yeah, Chrome decided it all of a sudden had to use 100% of my disk space on my computer, so it freaking crashed out. Or it crashed the whole damn system. Now Firefox is taking its sweet goddamn time about doing shit.
He says thank you.
So, in celebration of our independence, have I showed you my new gun? Duke?
Did you get your 44?
Not yet. I made my final payment on it today. Or, well, it's in the mail. So I should get that hopefully soon, within a week or two.
So what's the other new one then?
I got it right here.
Highlight you.
The Spanish-made Star BM.
I was just about to say you got a Star 9mm
Yep.
because they ain't big enough for a 1911.
Let's just hope the BM don't stand for bowel movement.
No, it stands for Bad Mother Shut Your Mouth.
Now you can pull a Samuel L. Jackson quote because when he was, in that movie, he was holding a Star semi-auto.
You're here.
Say what? One more time. Oh.
And you will know I am the Lord.
Now.
Oh God.
And you know what's like oddly ironic is I went to Classic Fire because I got this off of Classic Firearms. I went to the website today to look up magazines because I know that they had some. Well, they were out, but I just happened to look at the Stars. They're out of stock now.
Oh, you lucky son of a... God damn this computer.
So yeah, I'm glad I jumped on it when I did because I'd been eyeballing them for a while, and I just didn't have the money for it, and a few other people that I know bought them, and they just kept raving about it, and about 2 weeks ago they had just a 48-hour flash sale they had already dropped the price down from $199 to $179.
Oh shit! I should have got one.
Well, they ran that 48-hour flash sale. They dropped it down to $175.
Jesus.
And I was like, yeah, I can't pass that up.
I'd had that heartbeat.
I can go a week on Vienna weenies and and ramen noodles.
Oh, I let's just say this: I'm going to be eating a little light here too, because I'm going to be getting me a lever action in 45 cold. I want one now so bad.
Yep.
After Dawn came by,
I've been thinking about picking up a couple Pattersons, Pieta-made Pattersons.
Ooh,
That's going to set me back a long ways.
Dixie has a case set walker for like $459, something like that, or $449. I was like, man, that's not bad for a case set.
God damn it.
he's over here having computer tape on.
I think my next purchase is probably gonna either be a 44 mag revolver to go with my Rossi, or I've really been eyeballing that Howda 20 gauge because I kind of need it. I kind of want a shotgun, and granted that is a percussion gun, but that's kind of even better because then I could just have it shipped directly to my house.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I kind of been buying a lot of black powder guns. A lot of them I can just have shipped to my house. There's no whole shit ton of paperwork. Trapper Paul says his brother picked up he had a 51 Navy. All I have to say on that one is watch the trigger and bolt spring. I had problems out of mine. It broke on me the first time.
I think the newer ones have stouter springs on them.
It was made last year. It just that. Yeah,
Guess you just got a lemon.
I got something. Six Shooters Texan says his wife got him an M&P 380 Easy for Father's Day.
Nice.
Yeah, I wonder how he got her to agree to that. Pat Putnam says, howdy, folks. Howdy.
Hey, Pat.
Okay, I got to take this hat off. This is giving me a headache. I was wearing that all day today. Already. Because of all the sweat I sweated out today, it shrunk about a half a sack size. Oh, no, my belt went from tight fitting to loose on me today because I sweat so much.
Yep.
I lost a good pound of water today, and I didn't say chug. I sipped on like 5 of these.
All right. So, Squib Load, if you're watching, I just sent you a link after I had to go through a freaking headache to get where I can do it. But anyway, I'm going to step aside for a minute, guys. I got to get a fan going in here because I'm about to boil. So, please continue.
Six Shooter Texan says he's already put 300 rounds through it already. Goodness gracious.
Nice.
I burned a lot of powder today, and I am.
I put rounds through my Star the other day, but that's a military surplus, so I'm sure it's probably had thousands and thousands of rounds put through it already.
Yeah. I got to shoot an 1860 Army today. Now I want one.
Nice.
It's.
Can you hear that fan running?
Nope.
No.
Okay, good.
Can you hear my air conditioner running?
No, I can't hear it.
All right, good. I don't have my good mic in then. Pat Putnam. Pat Putnam, I might take you up on that. It depends on what you want to trade for. Some 6-year Texans is getting some 32 H&R Magnum Cowboy loads ready. Goodness gracious. What are you going to be using? 6-star? Trail Boss or black powder? I can't remember. I had a lemon of a range day today. I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn to save my life. Not even with my smoothbore. Shooting a half-ounce shot.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You'd be using some Trail Boss. Okay.
I need it just
powder here soon.
Oh. Yeah, I had a kind of a surprise visit from Don Gertz today.
Oh yeah, I think you made a post or something on it, right? Facebook. I know he's
Okay,
been.
so I didn't have to go to my uncle's to get it.
Hey, nice.
Brown Bass.
Hell.
Yeah. And this is a flint that came with it. I got about 100 rounds in this gun. This is a flint that came with it, and it still sparks to beat hell.
That's pretty good.
That just means it's good.
Ah,
That just means it's good flint. I'm just kind of glad that it wasn't loaded and you go boom.
No, I know. I don't keep this one. I don't keep any gun loaded except for my one pistol in my house. But she's drawing humidity. She's getting a little bit of patina on her.
Oh, I'm kind of letting my sharps do that so it'll look period, have that period correct finish to it. Oh, you drive back to.
What's funny is the serial number on this one starts with BB for Brown Bess. I forget who it was. They asked me, I said, well, what's that BB for? And I said, it's for big bitch.
Yeah.
Big bitch. Look at that board.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It's 11 gauge. It's 3/4 of an inch.
Some.
What is it?
3/4 of an inch is the diameter. It's 0.75.
0.75. It's what gauge is that? 16? No,
11.
11.
11 gauge.
And it's halfway between a 10 and a 12. 12 is like 69, and 10 is like 76.
What's a 12 gauge? I mean the
69 caliber.
Hey, Jane Murphy. That's my mother. She finally found us. Apparently, the link I sent her didn't work. I understand why. Trapper Paul picked up an 1871 Colt open top pocket last week, factory engraved ivory grips.
Nice.
I bet you didn't tell your wife how much you paid for that one.
I bet it was a spendy piece.
Let's just hope she never gets mad and sells it for what you told her she paid for. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. That's all, folks.
Like that Robin Williams one. Piss off, Lou.
Brown, but I gotta get me one. I think I'm gonna get me one like Mike Bellevue has though.
I got this one, and when I ordered it, I actually wanted the trap or the ship carbine, and they quit offering them about the time that I was getting ready to order it. So I had to get the full length Brown Bass, which is all right. This thing shoots awesome. Now I see they got the ship's carbines around again, but I can't really afford to buy one because I've got too many other things I want to buy.
Hey, Squibload.
Hey, Squib.
There he is.
Greetings from the Motor City.
Hey, Squib.
Motor City Madman.
My mom says she gets her sharps first. Mom, okay, fine. I'll shell it to 12,000 to get you your sharps.
12,000. What the
1,200.
sharps you buying? Holy shit!
It's a sharps in 22 LR.
Jesus. $12,000 sharps. That must be gold plated.
No, 1,200. She wants, if I'm not mistaken, she wants one that she could shoot, so it'd be like 45 Colt or something like that. 45-70 would probably be good for her to shoot too. I can load
45-70 is fairly light.
Oh, I can even load it. You know, I can load it like the cavalry carbines that they had for the 45-70. Was it 45-55?
Forget what company it is. There's a company out of South Dakota that'll make a sharps in any caliber you can think of.
I think it's Shiloh Sharps.
No, Shiloh's in Montana. This company is Dakota Arms or Dakota Rifles or something. They're out of Sturgis.
Okay, I'll have to look that. You'll have to send me a link to them. So I don't think the only ones I know that was making the sharps was Shiloh Sharps.
These are they're
Well,
low
yeah.
grade sharps, but they're good.
Okay. She said she'll go up to 35, prefer 36. So in other words, she wants a 38.
Yeah.
I could get her the, what is it? I could probably get her 130. I could probably do that. But before I get you one, you got to shoot mine. That's all I got to say to her. Just shoot my 54-60 first. And I did not shoot any of the paper cartridges that I made up to test out that Michael sent me. I knew I was forgetting something out there. I knew it.
It's funny as I seen Mike Bellevue posted on Facebook about what the original load was for a brown vest, and I always thought it was 120 grains. I was about 100 grains short.
Wow.
The original charge for a brown vest was a 69 caliber round ball, so a 12 gauge ball, on top of 220 grains. Of course, they figured 20 grains of that to prime with, so figured about 200 would be what you'd actually charge it with. But yeah, that was. I don't know if I want to shoot that much powder out of that gun, to be honest.
Well, you also keep in mind that the black powder back then isn't the same as the black powder today.
This is true. This is very.
Oh, yeah.
true.
Black powder today is way more efficient, burns faster, burns at a higher pressure rate. So,
Yeah. And
yeah.
it's not made with stale piss either.
Yeah, and then the iron. It was probably iron actually. Way soft.
Does Cimarron make one?
What?
A Sherrington 38-55? Cimarron does? I gotta look that up. I won't be Googling. Hold on.
I don't remember what the Cimarron makes. I
don't know what kind of
just look at their guns. I just been waiting to get one of pocket pistols.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to get me a Sharps too, but that's gonna
Bookmark that for later.
Trapper Paul, yes, I still drive the Wrangler. It's probably one of my favorite vehicles, but yeah, I still drive it. Technically not mine, it's actually my uncle's, but I drive it.
I didn't even know you had a Wrangler.
Yep. Wrangler Rubicon. My uncle he sold off his CJ5, and then he custom ordered that. It came right from the factory to him, so he's the first and only owner of it. But my Jeep, when I was in college, died, and I needed a vehicle to get around, so him and I split another Jeep, a Cherokee. We went half and half on it, just about half and half on it. But he told me, he said, even if I hadn't given him half, he would have bought it anyway. But A couple of years ago, that started breaking down and dying, and we just haven't fixed it. I've been using it. We started driving that Wrangler to get it to work, and I've just been driving it ever since. And my grandmother, she can't get in that Jeep hardly anymore anyway. That's what he used to haul her around, but she can't get in it anymore, so I pretty much got free use of it.
Yeah. Since my mother brought it up, I'm going to do a little tidbit about like what all is coming up. I've got over 4 hours worth of video rendering right now of videos that I made today. And I'm not breaking. I could combine them all into one video, but it would literally be 4 hour long video.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No. Because it would just be a big old pain in the butt. So I'm just going to leave them as they're shot and put them up. Yeah, I had a blast today.
Hey, Michael, you walking outside somewhere?
No, I was just answering a text message. Actually, sorry.
Oh, well, that's what the tapping noise was then.
Yeah.
No worries. I'm just like, what the heck? Is he wearing flip flops outside?
It's flip flop weather right now.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna mute myself for a minute.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be checking Pat Pundum. Don't worry. I'll be looking into the sharps.
Yeah, I can't remember what the heck company that was. Dakota something or other. Dakota Custom Rifles. Ah,
What Squibble? What you got played for tomorrow?
Probably yard work, housework. You know, when I'm not at work at my job, I'm working even harder at home. I do need to get some targets ready for Saturday. Saturday, be doing some target shooting at a friend's farm. So I haven't been out since January. So I'm way past due.
Today was literally the first time I've been able to go out and shoot, I think, in almost 2 months. Trapper Paul says he's heard of Dakota.
Yep, there it is. Dakota Arms.
Dakota Arms.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I think it's Dakota Arms.
Yeah,
I'll
they make
look into
a pretty sharp rifle.
Uh,
Holy crap! They're more expensive than the C sharps.
My mother asked, was the range wet? Not where I shot, where me and Dawn shot at, but the rest of it was kind of soggy, so we just used the rifle range and for pistols and rifles.
I need a drink.
Jeremy, you don't want to go with a Dakota. The starting price on a Dakota Sharps is $4,000.
Shoot, I didn't pay that much for mine.
Holy shit! They've got a bunch of their own Wildcat cartridges too. They've got a 7mm Dakota, a 300 Dakota, 330, 375, 400 H&H Dakota, 404 Dakota, and a 450 Dakota. Holy crap. Yeah, I've been up by their manufacturing shop, but I've never had a chance to go in because they always shut when I come through there. But yeah, they make high priced guns.
Mine's heck damn it, you don't make me get up. Oh. Mine's an EMF,
Yeah,
and I paid, I think,
probably made by Pedersoli
yeah,
or Navy Arms, one of the two.
well, it was done back in the 70s, so it works. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
I think I paid a little close to $1,000 for it.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
But I got. Ugh. No, I was gonna get her a cartridge one. That way, it would be easier for my butt to reload. I'd probably go to get her a box of 45 and load them the way I load my pistols.
I'm pretty sure Dixie Gunworks has a few sharps in their catalog. I'm not sure pricing or calibers, and of course, being that it's a cartridge, you'd have to go through an FFL.
Yeah, I know.
What's your drink, Michael?
Some peach cobbler shine.
Ah, now that I could probably use some of that too.
Oh man, this stuff! Oh my god, it's so good, so good.
Don't even know it's alcohol, do you?
Oh man, I mean, no, you know it's alcohol. I mean, obviously you can see I'm sipping it. I ain't drinking it.
I had some apple pie moonshine. The only way you could tell that was alcohol, well, besides drinking it and getting drunk, was that shit would light on fire so easily it was not even funny.
This one's 126.
Holy shit!
The strawberry shine is 138. No, 139.
Heck no.
And that's proof down already.
Oh yeah, Shine's always been high, is always high proof.
I thought about buying some beer when I went to the gas station before we started the live chat, but forgot it when I got there.
Man, but that's freaking tasty. Yeah, my buddy that makes this, he makes an apple pie that's real good, but he makes a caramel apple that's just phenomenal.
Oh, I'd love to try some of that.
Oh man, it's just out of this freaking world. It tastes like
Caramel. I might have been interested in it, but I can't stand caramel.
well, if you've ever I mean, yeah, if you don't like caramel, I mean you don't like caramel, but if you've ever had one of those caramel apples on a stick, like that's exactly what it tastes like. Except if you bit into a caramel apple and it was soaked in alcohol.
I've had those at county fair one time. Those things were good. Where they injected they would, if you were 21 or over, they would inject a shot of liquor into your caramel apple for you.
Nice.
I wasn't going to drink when I got home, but listening to you guys, I think I might have one or two now.
I don't have anything to drink besides water. Of course, it's damn hot. I don't think I want to drink anything besides water right now.
I haven't drank all of this, but I drank a whole one of these earlier. This is I think 12 ounces, or no, it's more than that. I think it's 14 ounces of water.
Looks like it holds about a liter. I don't know. It's a liter bottle, maybe about the same size.
It's a big cup.
Hydrate, people. It's hot. Hydrate. And there's
yeah.
an 8:35 train right on time.
Right on time.
Yep. I was going to say, Duke, your train's on time. You could rob that train every night at the exact same time.
There ain't anything on that train that's robbing except for coal.
Coal makes black powder.
I'm subscribed to a guy that does train videos down in Georgia. He'll put out anywhere between 1 and 3 in a day. And I swear, sometimes when I'm watching his videos at home on the desktop, train will come right by the house. And I'll send them a message or whatever and be like, it's like, how does this happen? It's like it calls. I can look to the left and I'm looking at the computer screen watching a train in Dover, and look to the right or in Georgia, and look to the right and I'm watching a train in Michigan. So.
Well,
The
come
other
on,
day,
come on, come on.
They call to each other.
The other day, and I got stopped by a train because I got to cross the tracks here to get to work. I think they hadn't run anything the entire day before. I think they was trying to catch up.
Oh,
Put 2 mile-long trains together, so it was a 2 mile-long train.
dang.
About 40 miles an hour. They would not get it over 40. But there was 4 engines in the front, 4 engines in the middle, and 4 engines in the back.
Dang.
And I'm not talking them little short cars. I'm talking them long, cold cars.
Wow.
It was easy 2 miles.
Oh, because of a wreck that happened, they're now mandatory not to go anything over 50 when they come through towns somewhere around here.
Well, here they have to go through towns at 45, but between the towns they'll do 80
Yeah.
places.
I think it's a nationwide thing because I heard of that. I think they do that down in Texas too, and then well here in Illinois. Well, where I'm at, it's mainly Amtrak and all that stuff, and like the metro or the metro rail. But there's some commercial trains that roll through some of the tracks that are close by me. Of course, they're not real close by me either. Like I think the closest track is maybe about a mile that way.
George says, George said that the Sharps has a few. The Dixie has a few 1,200 and up. Yeah, I'm figured I would be looking at that much.
Yeah, you're gonna be paying 12 to 1,400 starting, depending on what you're getting. Those baby Sharps in like the 17 HMR and 22s and all that, the small bore. I think you can get those under 1,000.
I'd have to
8 to 1,000, somewhere in the 8 to 1,000 range.
Yeah.
I'd have to look. Honestly, it's just I'm so tired from today.
Either that or get you a machinist or a gunsmith to make you a sleeve.
Like I said, she's got to shoot this one first.
All right, so being the topic for tonight is history, I'm just going to show you, folks, if you're interested in history, the early Colts, the Pattersons, and the Walkers, this book right here will tell you all about how they were used. So if your computer screen don't let you see that real clear, it's Texas Ranger Jack Hayes in the Frontier Southwest. And it's by James Greer.
Yeah, and also the Texas Rangers. I know one group used the Sharps because the guy didn't want his troops missing.
Yeah, that was McNally's Sharps. So that was after. This guy is the one that established the Rangers, and McNally basically continued his legacy.
Yeah, I think the story goes he went in to buy a whole bunch of Sharps, and the guy says, "Why don't you just buy a lever gun in case you guys miss?" He says, "I don't want no one that'll miss."
Makes sense. Cheaper on ammo.
Oh yeah.
But I got a lot of stuff on the Rangers pre-1848. So this one's an interesting guy, Bigfoot Wallace. He served with Jack Hayes. Another one on the Rangers. Another one on the Rangers. Another one on the Rangers. These three kind of go together. These are good ones. The defending the borders one I haven't got into very much yet.
Nice. I need to
The
get me some of
highly
those.
irregulars is really good. That's on the Mexican War. This one here is okay. Utley gets a couple things wrong, which is unusual because Utley's pretty good at everything else. McCulloch's Rangers, that's a good one. And the last one I got here is book's called Now You Hear My Horn, but on the cover they've got the journal of James Wilson Nichols. He was a Texas Ranger with Jack Hayes.
Nice.
So that's just my books that I've got handy here on the Rangers. I've got a shit ton more that I can't get to right now because I don't want to get up.
I've been doing a lot of research on the history of the Arkansas as when it was a frontier town, part of the frontier. And some of the people I read that a lot of the stuff is about after it's a frontier, but they tied it Arkansas frontier and it's nowhere near it.
Yeah, at one time Arkansas used to be about as desolate as the rest of the West.
It had a lot more trees, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Have you been through Arkansas lately?
Who?
Any of you?
I live in Arkansas.
There ain't much there.
There ain't much there.
I live it's farm fields and trees where I live.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying you could still call it the frontier.
No, there's too many idiots.
Oh, wait. I'm thinking of Missouri. Never mind.
There's some idiots in Missouri too, but they're all starting to look like they're going to Portland, Oregon, though.
Yeah, the thing of it is, all the idiots are moving to frickin' Colorado.
Hopefully they'll start kicking the idiots out of Texas. And we got more idiots than you can shake a stick at in Illinois.
Yeah, I've been seeing you've been a lot more active on social media. There you go. Vanessa Kitty says hi, and she finally caught a live stream. My phone.
Hey, Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa.
How you doing? Hey, Duke.
What's that?
I said, y'all know her?
Oh, yeah, Vanessa's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she comes on to the live streams, a lot of live streams.
Gotcha. I never heard of her before, so.
Yeah.
All the freaking trolls that we've had, I am so hesitant to start reading off stuff from a new person that I don't recognize. So no offense to Vanessa, I just we've had so many problems with trolls. I'm just very wary. So
Yeah, I remember the one where they one asked if you and Duke like transvestite. That one still got me. Oh,
yeah.
I was watching that one not too long ago, and when that happened, that cracked me up.
No, Vanessa, I don't remember your name. I'm sorry. Of course, I remember names about like I remember to change my underwear. So
I hate to see your underwear, dude. I have to remind you. I have to remind you about half of things that you're supposed to remember. If I'm not mistaken, she lives in Alaska, and that's a true frontier right there. I mean,
No, Vanessa? No, she lives in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Connecticut? Oh.
Yeah.
She spent some time in Alaska, though.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking. That's
I
probably
think when she was active duty Air Force, I think she was stationed out there.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Y'all gotta excuse me. My brain is literally. I'm staying awake on coffee.
George Gooding was telling me that Dixie has the Pieta Pattersons for $5.95. I went and looked, George. The last I checked, they were out of stock on there. I just tried to find them. I couldn't find them on there. I'm guessing they're still out of stock, but nobody currently has Pattersons because Pieta things are going through EMF, picking up EMF, aren't importing them, and they're going to go up to damn near $800 a piece. When they do.
They'll go up until they start selling, and then once they start selling, they'll probably drop the price on them.
I found another store that's kind of a small one. I'm going to call the guy tomorrow and see if he's got any left in stock because he's got them for $600. But
Did you try? Did you try Arms List or Gun Broker?
Yeah, you know how freaking much a Patterson goes for on Gun Broker, even the
Oh, yeah.
repros. Holy crap!
Yeah, I don't do gun.
What
broker.
about cheaper than dirt?
I haven't looked on cheaper than dirt.
If you find
Yeah, you
any,
might-
sometimes cheaper than dirt is cheaper. Sometimes it is like, what the am I looking at?
yeah.
Pat Putnam, I guess he was answering Squib loads about Arkansas. He says 2 or 3 weeks ago, got a ticket there, Squib. At least you weren't open carrying. Sorry, concealed carrying without a license. Even though it's perfectly legal.
No, cheaper and dirt don't have shit on Pieta Pattersons. Amanda Hawken, I didn't see you say hi, so hi, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
Boy, there's a lot of new people on here.
I know Amanda. She's good people.
Good. Need more women in the gun community.
Mine chat's not going up like it's supposed to be.
It's got a very big lag on it.
It's like, oh no, I'm having to manually scroll up on it. I don't know what's going on with it. Oh. I wonder what six shooter Texans saying about chicken coops.
What about chicken coops?
That's all you asked. Is he said it was just chicken coops.
I missed that one. I missed the conversation there.
Maybe he's trying to say all Arkansas is chicken coops.
Oh, bet you that's it. Well, you know what they say.
There's a lot of
Arkansas
them,
is
yeah.
full of chicken shit, so
Just like Nebraska's nothing but pig farms.
Corn. Lots and lots of corn.
Pat Putnam said he deleted his Facebook. This is the only social media he gets. Look at MeWe.
Yeah, you're not missing much. Go to Headspace.
yeah, Nebraska's full of pig farms, but South Dakota's full of buffalo. There's a lot of humping going around.
MeWe's another good site. I mean,
I haven't checked out MeWe. I
Dude.
don't know.
I could buy guns off there, dude. Like, no questions asked. As long as, all, like, black powder guns, you pay the money, it gets shipped to you. If not,
I'm kind of leery about stuff like that, though. I
yeah.
don't know who's on the other end.
Someone, she had 407 subs and no videos out, Vanessa Kitty?
That's what I was wondering. My YouTube was having a problem because I went and checked out her page and it didn't show any videos, but she had 407 subs, so I thought well, maybe my YouTube was up, but
Yeah, I don't think she makes videos, but she should.
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Yeah, Vanessa? Yeah, she's got more subs than I do.
She's waiting until she gets to 1,000 subs and then she's going to go live.
Well, I think she does Instagram though.
Yep.
oh, I'll have to look her up on Instagram.
Which I just don't do Instagram. I don't know. They're like I'm part of I'm on Slack and Headspace and I haven't been on either of those in like almost a month.
I almost gave up Instagram, and then I found out there's really hot chicks that shoot guns, and they post pictures of that on Instagram.
Yeah, there's a page on Facebook called Chicks with Guns or Girls with Guns or something like that.
Yeah, I used to be on one of those, but then they just got to where they sharing spam crap.
And then they realized you weren't a girl with a gun.
Yeah, I said the hell with it.
My mom said something that is so true it's not even funny. Arkansas trooper love to give tickets and forget the law. They make it up as they go. Yes, there's
Yeah.
2 laws saying that Arkansas is a constitutional carry state. Our attorney general has even come out and said we were, but because of our governor not, backing it.
Throw his
Hey,
ass
Vanessa
out.
Kitty, what's your Instagram? I'll look it up here.
Oh, he's on borrowed time. Everyone, a lot, like literally all the people that actually do the voting in this damn town, state, that matter. We're voting his butt out. Oh, let's just say this: a lot of people are being booted out this next upcoming because they're
Yeah, I'm
moms.
hoping. I'm
Moms.
hope. Oh,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Michael.
I was just gonna say I'm hoping that people get their heads out of their ass and get out to the voting booths this time around because it seems like people are just finally getting fed up with all the dumb BS.
Well, if they don't, uh, here in Arkansas, he's got to go because he's been in there too long.
Yeah, man.
Who's the or the
We need people that are actually going to get the job done and stop dilly dallying around and playing politics and playing party
what
politics.
what stopped him getting a lot of votes is that here's the thing, even the people that don't like guns in the state, right? They have a bigger enemy. Moms Against Violence. Or Moms Demand Action or some BS group. I
Mom's
can't
man
remember.
action. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're here in Illinois too, and they're causing a bunch of problems.
Oh, let's just say this. He took a photo with them and started trying to push their policies. People that hate, they know. Yeah. He got a lot of emails. Oh, he took down his social media site for a while because he was getting a lot of hate about it.
okay, guys? We gotta remember keep the following.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I know we all agree, but I just want to make sure that anybody that likes guns can come here, whatever they want.
Well, I'm just saying that even the ones that don't like him are getting on his butt,
Yeah, well,
and that's crazy when you get both sides of the aisle not liking the same person. I mean that's
yeah.
I don't care what it is, guns, anything.
Although in 2020, I'm thinking I'm going to do a write-in vote this time. I'm going to write in Ron Jeremy because if we're going to get fucked, we might as well have a professional doing it.
Right?
Dang it! Didn't I already tell you? If you're going to do that, at least put in Jenna Jameson.
No, we should all just vote Duke Frazier into office. Then the government would pay for our guns.
Yeah.
And there'd be mandatory. I guarantee you there'd be a lot of people leaving the United States.
Ah, man. All them people that say they're going to leave, they won't leave because they may act stupid and they may talk stupid and they probably are stupid, but they're not that stupid to leave a country where you're free to be stupid.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, no, if it becomes mandatory that everybody had to, I bet you, I guarantee you there would be riots. But anyways, let's say that to Friday.
Yeah. Hey, Duke, have you ever fired have you ever fired a 76 and 45-60?
I have not.
Nope.
I've never fired a 76. The only lever action Apocalypse I fired was a Henry. And I've been thinking about getting a 66. It's just that kind of either do I get a 66, do I get a pair of Pattersons, or do I get a 10 gauge double barrel muzzleloader? And
I saw on Gunbroker a 95 in 45, either 4570 or 4590
Holy crap!
for like I think like $500.
Well, it could have been 45.95 because that was a Winchester cartridge.
Or yeah, it might have been a 4595.
Plowboy
It had a
goes.
lot of fucking weird ass cartridges.
And I think it was a Marlin too.
Last thing, political. Plowboy Ghost, if you were getting that many votes for sheriff and you weren't even running, think about how many you would get if you were actually running.
Plowboy's here?
Yeah, Plowboys.
What's going on, brother? Oh, we got to send him a link.
Plowboy!
We got to send him a link.
Yeah.
Let's get Plowboy on here.
The way my computer's acting, and we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. I don't know if it's gonna. My computer's gonna handle it.
What's going on, brother?
We need to get him on one of our live chats too, Michael.
Yeah, we do. Man, he put out a good video today.
I have not got to watch YouTube today. I've come home.
I think his was like his and Jamie's and Kyle's were the only 3 videos I watched today. And Kyle's was like I think 3 or 4 minutes long. It was real quick. Jamie's he did a little range video, so that was cool. I hadn't seen Jamie out at the range in a while, and he was shooting his Smith & Wesson 586, which is a beautiful, beautiful pistol.
I literally, this was my whole day. Wake up, get my range bag, repack, because I took it completely down to make sure I had everything I was going to need and everything I might need in it. Make coffee. It was first wake up, use the bathroom, make coffee, range bag, which I have to now move to my Alice pack because
I need to buy like a couple more range bags.
mine broke. I was using a Dollar General, one of those Dollar General ones that had freaking Yoda on it that my mom got me.
Well, I got like one of those, gym style like duffel bags that I tried to make my all around, range bag where I had like a hodgepodge of everything in there. But now I got so many different guns and calibers that it's like, man, now I gotta like have a range bag for every type of gun or for every type of caliber.
Hey, West Covina Dodge.
West Covina, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, I forgot to put earplugs today all day.
Well, hey, Michael, how much did you say that 95 was going for?
I was pretty sure it was like 5 some.
Oh, because they've got one of them listed here in 405 Winchester, model 95.
Oh, really? Okay.
Most of the other ones are 30 US, which is 30-06.
Like, yeah. And I hate to say this, I think the 5460 is more powerful than the 30-06 and a smokeless. Just more mass going down range.
There's more max, but a 30-06 will take something down better than a 45-70.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about it.
45-70.
I was talking about the Sharp 5460 that I have. I mean,
You're going to have a harder thud, but a 30-06 is going to do more damage because it's got better penetration.
And you're going to have more range, too.
Yeah, a lot more range.
Yeah, it's going to be straighter shooting, but I won't go after a bear with no 30-06, that's for sure.
I'd take a 30-06 for a bear over a 45-70, I think.
Oh, if I'm going after a bear, I'm taking a 500 Smith & Wesson.
Yeah, but I like
Magnum.
my wrist.
Huh?
I like my wrist.
Oh no! I'm getting a rifle. I'm getting a rifle for it.
Oh, there's that. What is it?
Yeah, lever. I'm getting in. I would get in a lever gun. And
The oh god, was it Buffalo Boar? No. Damn, what's the name of that freaking company? They make a lever action in 500.
yeah, I think Demolition Ranch did a video on it not too long ago.
Hickok 45 did a video on it also.
But the only thing is, I'd be having a big ass recoil pad on it, and I'd probably still knock my damn shoulder out of place.
Bighorn Armory.
Bighorn, yeah, there it is, Bighorn.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
That's a sweet rifle. Thank you, Squib.
Wes Covina was reading the Declaration of Independence. He just says Declaration there. The best part is right after life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Declaration of Independence.
Decoration of your underpants.
Yep. Pursuit of life, liberty, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's
and
right.
coffee.
And coffee.
Oh. No.
It better be coffee because it sure as hell ain't tea.
You know, they could have simplified the Declaration of Independence.
Oh yeah, they easily
They
could have.
could have simplified it down to 2 words.
Fuck off.
Yeah. One word. Eat a dick. ETADIK. Eat a dick.
Mama Murphy says she gave up a range day because Dawn showed up. She's gonna have to make it up this weekend. Okay, I'm down with that. I just have to get all. I have to. Oh God, I have to get all this editing done.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the range today, but man, I had a whole bunch of running around to do.
I'm going tomorrow.
I woke up late. Well, the thing is I don't know if they're open tomorrow because it's a holiday.
Probably not.
Yeah, they might be closed unless they have like early hours, which actually would probably work in my favor. Because the last time I went early, went around 10 o'clock because they open at like 9 or 9:30, and I got there at like 10. There was 2 people in the rifle range when usually it's like packed.
Cowboys.
Grandma at the shooting range. I take my grandma to the shooting range tomorrow. The thing is, tomorrow we're supposed to be like 101 degrees. So for me to get out and do my filming, I'm going to be out of here by. I'll probably be on the road up there at 5:30, 6 o'clock, which means the neighbors are really going to love me. But that's the only way I can shoot, not get burned out.
Yeah.
I don't have a shade structure out there. I wish they put one in, but.
Buy yourself one of those little collapsible canopy deals.
I did want the wind come up and I lost it.
Oh man,
that's why you
need to stake them in the ground or get some sandbags.
Well, yeah, I did have it staked. It ripped of course, the tarp on it was 15 years old, but yeah, it just took that tarp and shredded it all over.
Oh man, damn, that sucks.
I just don't have a tarp for it.
Oh, you still got the frame?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Shoot. Yeah. Just as shirt wears out, cut them in half and make you a new tarp.
Yep. Or hell, get you a
sheet.
Harbor Freight has those 9x12 canvas drop cloths, 8-ounce duck cloth. Oil the fuck out of it to waterproof it, and it'll get heavy as shit. I bought one of those to make, to use as a, like a shelter to go old school and make a bedroll and everything.
Right.
But yeah, that 9x12, that's way too heavy after I oiled it. That thing like got to like, I think like 30 pounds or something like that.
All right.
I got it. I got it by our natural birds here today.
What I need to do is just cut it down to like 8 or 7 feet, square.
Oh, shoot, fire and save the matches. I have a question for y'all. When y'all go to the range, do you just feel so relaxed after you're done that all you want to do is sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That last range visit was like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I feel relaxed when I get home. I really don't want to clean my guns. I'm the kind of person I don't like to leave my guns dirty, even I want to shoot smokeless cartridges. If I have to, if I don't have time, I don't have time. But I'll drag a lot of guns with me to the range, and then when I come home, I'm like, oh man, now I got to clean them.
Oh
yeah.
man, to me that's like meditation. I go through the whole process of field stripping them and everything, and I take my time, and it's I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but if you don't think about it, like if you use it as like a form of meditation, like where you're focusing on the gun and you're just focusing on what you're doing. Yeah, I did that the last time I went to the range, which was just a few days ago. I got home, I stripped it down, cleaned it off. Before I knew it, it was done. Of course, it was just the one gun. Yeah, when you got multiple guns, then it can be a little overwhelming, especially if it's like 4 or 5 or more. But I like cleaning my guns. I just like
my guns, except for the fact that I use ballistol and I clean inside the house, and ballistol is really not easy.
I have it down to kind of a science where I get everything prep, and then like one of the last, or not last things I do, but I get it to where I have it all broken down, all wiped off and everything before I like put the ballistol on. I spray the ballistol on, and then I leave the room and I let it sit for like a few minutes, and I'll turn my fan on so it's like blowing, and then I'll come back and I'll just wipe everything down. And by then, like, the fumes aren't as bad. But yeah, ballistol is freaking whew.
I let Don shoot my 50 caliber today at 60. I let him shoot one of my hunting loads at a VCH tape. Well, actually, I put a VCH tape behind the target because I figured it'd be shooting low. I ain't gonna ruin the surprise for you, but it was glorious when that 320 grain projectile hit that VCH. Okay, Mama Murphy, no, I don't think you can't clean it. You're just getting old, and it's my responsibility to clean it as your son.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be.
Mina, you need to take a road trip out to Colorado because I want to shoot a Martini Henry too.
Shoot, yeah. Just take you a couple weeks off, come over to Arkansas, then head up to Michael.
Yeah.
I'll make you a big old loop. Go start in Arkansas. Go see Eagle Eye Shooting. Come see me. Go see Kyle and all them. Then go see Michael. Then go see Duke, and then go home. They get you out of the house. You get to shoot a lot of ammo, a lot of different places.
One of these days, I'll do something like that when I have the time and the money. I want to take a road trip and just go out and visit everybody and basically do what Don's doing.
Yeah, he told me the whole time that I'd be on his return trip, and his return trip was sooner than he thought. And
I'm going to take a week off in July, but I don't know if I'm going to go fishing or if I'm going to go up in the mountains and screw around a little bit, or if I'm just going to work on YouTube videos.
All right, what was that? Because you broke up for a second on my end.
Oh, I was saying I got a week in July. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. A couple things I wanted to do, but I was going to go do that thing in Wyoming, but then found out how much it was going to cost me to get all the shit that I needed to round up for that, so I wound up not decided not to do that. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do that week. I might just wind up going to the shoot range every day. Or go fishing.
See, Plowboy agrees with me, Mom. It's in the manual. Sons clean the guns. And all she had to say about that was she was not old. And Pat Putnam says he's writing a new manual because he doesn't have any sons anymore, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Why? Yeah, that's not good.
And Vanessa says maybe I should send mine to him to clean them then. Hey, Amanda says she's teaching her son.
Yep.
Vanessa said, Kitty, define old. Well, when you get up and you start walking and everything starts going click, 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 like a movie semi-auto, you're starting to get a little old.
I ain't getting in that conversation.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Let's just say this: my right knee does that sometimes. With big storms coming from, all that you hear, it sounds like someone cocking a revolver.
I could get in that conversation, but I ain't. See,
I'm
even
gonna
though
stay out.
I've got brains enough to know that there's two ways of arguing with a woman, and neither one works.
Yeah.
Oh, I know she's playing with me because she hasn't come out here and got her cast iron skillet and whomped me on the head yet.
Brass handle rolling pin.
No, she broke that one already.
She broke that one already.
Yeah, she used that on my youngest brother. He crossed the line though when he done that. That gum, Plowboy.
Yeah.
I think we found something that he loves more than guns.
Yeah.
What do
I
you say?
ain't going there.
He says he's got 5 sons. They're now 17, 22, 24, 26, and 28.
There you go.
Like I
He
said,
got to work.
I'm just funning with you, Plowboy. Hey, that's how you get it, Plowboy. You teach your grandkids to clean the grandpa's gun.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
It's part of respecting your elders.
And pick up
That's
all
a
the
good
brass.
plan. That's a good strategy.
Yep.
Yeah, and also pick up all the brass because grandpa's back hurts too much when he does it.
Yep.
Now that's not hard to do. I got my sons trained to pick up the brass, but yeah, I don't know if I could get them to clean all the guns. They'll clean their guns, but maybe with the grandkids one day.
I ain't got kids yet, so I have to pick my own brass up.
Yep.
That's why I like it. Go ahead, Duke.
My nieces kind of started with a little bit of gun stuff, even though one was only 3, but bought her a Nerf gun. But her daddy is so anti-gun, it ain't freaking funny.
I'll just let her see you shoot a gun, and I guarantee you she'll be like, I want to do that.
One day I thought I was going to give him a heart attack because when I put my AR-15 on a sling and I walked through my grandmother's house and he was there. Jesus Christ, I thought he was going to die.
Good God.
Well, I found out I'm not the only black sheep on one side of my family. Yeah, I have 2 others to But
two others to contend with.
oh no, we ain't fighting. I'm gonna go up to their house so I can shoot some of the guns he's got. Goodness gracious.
No, contend as far as who's the blacker sheep.
I won.
Yeah, right.
Because he's been wanting one of these. He didn't want to drop the money. I said, I find it for under market value. I jumped on that. I was asked for it. I went, mine?
Oh well, the reason I asked about the 4560 is because I found one at a pretty decent price, and I'm like considering on getting that. It's actually cheaper than the Howdah.
I thought you had the 4595.
5095.
5095.
Yeah. Michael, your package would have been on the way, but Don's kind of surprise visit. Well, it wasn't really a surprise. It was just kind
Brother,
of
when you get to it, you get to it, man. Don't worry about it, man. When you get to it, you get to it.
The post office closed tomorrow because it's a holiday. Well, I was going to send it today, so it'd be on its way. You know what I mean?
It's all good, man. When you get to it, you get to it. Ain't no pressure with me, brother.
Vanessa, Kitty, about your scrambled egg comment, I just ate them.
Scrambled eggs.
Yeah, she said just make a big pan of scrambled eggs and dump them on my head. I just ate them. Plowboy says grandkids are the rewards for not killing your teenagers.
Yeah, because you get to see your kids go through everything you went through. It's
Right.
that old mom's curse. I hope your kids turn out to be just like you, and they do.
Oh no! My mom said that they're going to be worse than me.
And then you get to spoil the hell out of them and pump them full of sugar, and then send them home.
Send them home. Yep.
It's like, have fun tonight.
This is why I don't have kids.
That's what NyQuil's for. And Jim Beam.
This is why I'll never have kids.
Well, I can remember going down to Kentucky and going to the farm and, riding around in the dune buggies and riding around on the tractor and going shooting and going fishing and hiking in the woods and all this other stuff. And I want that for my grandkids. Well, I don't have grandkids yet, so I want to have someplace out in the country where my kids want to bring my grandkids and my grandkids want to come. And hopefully I'll have that when the time is right, I hope. But one thing for sure, my wife said that one of her demands for whatever place we end up getting is that she has her own private shooting range in the backyard. And I think that's a really comfortable place to get my kids or my grandkids used to shooting and used to firearm safety.
Well, she wants her own little private range?
Yeah, she has two demands. She wants an in-ground pool and her own private gun range. And it's like, wow, thanks.
I can live with that.
Yeah. Like, okay, let's start looking then. We just got to find a house that's already got an
Well,
in-ground
see, here's the deal. I dig the hole for the pool, and what do I do with the dirt? I build a berm, right?
Build a berm, yeah.
Right. So, and I found a company out in Las Vegas that sells, like, do-it-yourself install, like, in-ground pool kits. So all I got to do is run a Bobcat, and there you go. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. First, I got to get some land in the country or something.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I need. I need some land out in the country.
I need enough acreage I can get out to 1,000 yards.
I'd be happy with just a couple hundred.
Well, I got a rifle that's capable of 1,000, so I'd have to.
I'm gonna be
I mean.
Go ahead, Michael. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, go ahead.
I won't be going out to. I'm gonna be trying to go out to 800 yards, just aiming at a dirt berm that's back there because the farmer behind me's done pissed me off enough that I'm. His range is missing some. His field back there is missing some lead deposits. Mom said, just because my grandpa did that to you doesn't mean you get to do it to mine. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
But no, it's my grandpa. He could not bend over, touch his toes to save his life. So there was no way he was picking up shotgun shells or brass. Most of the time I got so good at it that when he would eject it, I could grab it out of midair. Can't do that no more. It was chink bag. We usually go down to when we go out shooting, I'd take this Dollar General bag, and that thing would come back empty or full of empties.
Yep.
And that was from him shooting his own reloads, making sure that rifle or shotgun was still shooting the exact same way it was when he put it up there on the wall, and it hadn't been messed with all year long. But he still wanted to make sure, and it's kind of that's why I take mine out all the time. Is just that way I know where it's shooting in different types of weather, different wind, and everything. And just today, I just could not shoot. I could not shoot Remington out to 35 yards. That's kind of pushing it. Trying to hit a little old steel gong. Found that out. Need to get a bigger one. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it right where it just... But I'm going to put it right where it will annoy the hell out of that person because he's told it's private property, right? Not to go on there. Had to talk to the police, and the police went over there and told him not to do this, right? He keeps driving his tractors over our land. And he has no rights on those lands whatsoever, no more, ever. He has a way he can get to all his equipment that he has out there. He can get to his fields and everything.
He's crossing boundary line, then I mean, hey, that's trespassing.
Yeah.
It's not yet, but
It's just getting annoying. So like I said, he's missing a little lead deposit down there. Nancy said she added you on Instagram, Duke.
Just start scattering nails right along your property line. After he has to pay for an $800 tractor tire, he might think twice about it.
Right.
So I'm trying to catch up on.
Go out in the middle of the night and dig a 5x8 pit with bungee, and when he's driving along with the tractor, that tractor is gonna fall in that son of a bitch.
Oh no! I'm thinking about pulling one of my grandpa. Papa, someone was speeding through there when I was young. Just on a forward, just no. He went out there and dug literally a trench that you would see in like World War II, and then put some flimsy sticks over it,
Yeah,
tar, and re-graveled it so it looked like, and made it look like it was. Dude comes through there speeding now. You had the top of the four-wheeler in one spot and the rest of it over in that trench.
Levergun says hello. Thomas Pickering says hello. And no, I didn't say scatter some nails along the property line. I said nails.
nails.
Gutter nails.
What's up, Thomas Pickering? What's going on, brother?
Well,
Unfortunately, I can't see the side chat. I don't have a laptop or anything set up.
Oh yeah, Plowboy had an idea there too. Tank traps.
Yep.
I was saying, but those I could. Well, I've got enough trees. I can make them out of wood. I got enough small trees. I can make them out of wood. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build me a big old berm right where he likes to go through, and just leave it there. That way, well, where he's going through is what is my septic line goes to
Oh.
the septic tank. And we've told him this and told him this and told him this. And told him, look, if you bust that septic tank riding your damn tractors over there,
Yeah, I'm paying for that shit.
you're paying for it. After we told him that, my uncle's camper got shot all to hell. That's okay.
That's okay.
He woke up and one of his big rigs was disassembled in the middle of the night. It might have been missing a few parts.
Just go and take the bolts out of the anchor bolts out of the axles. So when he takes off.
Oh, no. Literally, his engine was sitting on the ground in front of the big rig. I'm not saying who done it either. But no, Pat, I don't have a welder. That's one thing I need to get me. I need one. Well, what's really pissed me off is they're leaving trash and tarps and all this other crap out there. I told them, look, if it's there for 30 days, any of those tarps are left there for 30 days, they're mine.
Or it gets burnt.
No, they're those good thick tarps.
Like the truck tarpaulins.
Yeah, like they used to keep the grain out.
To cover the back of the trailers. Yeah, those are some good tarps. I mean, that's pretty stupid to just leave tarps that good like that just sitting outside. That's a good way to ruin them.
He's one of them he went to college to be a farmer.
He's a college boy.
Yeah, and here's the thing. He tried to throw that weight around one time in front of my grandpa. You know what my You know what my grandpa did? He went over there, went to this apple tree that was in the yard, took a branch down off of it, cleaned the branches off of it, bent him over his knee, and whooped him with it in front of his daddy.
Here's an apple for your teacher.
Yeah.
Hello, Serpent Zeno. Just no politics.
Serpent Hanzo,
Yeah,
what's going on, brother?
And watch your goddamn language. As Duke says. Thomas Ping says he went to college to be a farmer. What was the matter with his parents? Well, his parents were farmers, and well, he paid for it, so he went.
Got to go to college to learn what it took his daddy, lifetime of experience to figure out.
Oh yeah, and here's the thing: since he let his son take over it, his son has lost so much money. He's had to lay so many people off. That's okay. The other farms around here are grabbing them people up quick. As he goes down, the other farms around here just sucking all manpower and everything else.
Sounds like they taught him liberal farming.
Yeah.
He spent over, I don't know how much on one of those laser levelers cost, but he spent so much money on that to plant rice.
Well, I can understand that because rice, you got to flood it and you want your water level to be even.
My grandpa and his daddy never needed one of those laser levels to get the same field laser level to get it level and to hold water equally. But here's the thing: that's experience versus book knowledge.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's pretty stupid.
Thomas Pickering says, I went to college and still can't shoot my 357 worth a damn.
It's all just physics.
Well, I went to college and I had to study trigonometry. And I found out, I can't do trigonometry worth a shit, but trigonometry is something I'm very good at.
Right.
I just went and done the basic courses in college, and I don't remember half that crap anymore. I don't use half the crap.
I had enough credits when I graduated, I could have had 2 bachelor's degrees.
My question is, who in the right mind decided that you're going to need algebra in your everyday fucking life?
Oh, algebra is pretty common, but calculus is a pain in the ass.
Only time I really use algebra is when I'm building something. But that's about it.
And when you're shooting, if you want to be able to shoot good, then you need to do 3-dimensional trigonometry. That gets freaking difficult.
Geometry is the one that's like...
Yeah, geometry. This is a triangle. This is a circle. This is an ellipse.
It's like, okay.
Okay, you put that to frickin' trig.
I know if I'm shooting high and right, I need to move the sights over left and down.
Well, yeah, that works at short range, but when you start talking shooting at a mile, then you've got trajectory,
the curvature of the earth,
and you've got gravity,
wind, the wind.
Yeah, it's.
Are you shooting up? Are you shooting down?
That's where that third dimension comes in too.
Yeah, if I was doing something like machining, I'd probably need trig a lot more, but...
What are you studying in college?
Who, me? I just did the basic college course and got the hell out of there.
Oh.
I didn't go to college.
Honestly, it's mostly...
I went to work.
It was mostly a beer haze. I don't remember half the crap. I remember a lot of things, but the actual classes I don't.
I hated school. By the time I graduated high school, I was like, there's no way you couldn't pay me enough to go to college. I was like, I'd rather go to work and get paid than pay tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars and get into debt to learn something that I'm probably never going to use.
I had a scholarship, so I went.
Except I made a big mistake. Go ahead, Squib. What'd you say, Squib?
I said I was kind of the same way.
Yep. Except I screwed up because nobody, at that time told, I didn't know about trade school. Like, nobody told me, like, hey, you can go learn a trade and earn, way much more money, further down the road. Like, I didn't know any of that, because I was pulled out of my element into this urban, bullshit when I was a sophomore in high school. So
Yeah, I didn't
know any
enjoy
of that
high
stuff.
school. I didn't enjoy high school. I wasn't cut out for college, and I did trade school. So, uh, uh, I guess that's kind of where we were on the same path, and then we split ways.
Yep.
But I got to tell you, as much as you hear that there's a demand for skilled trades and stuff like that, because everybody's getting a college degree, there is, and depending on what you do, how hard you work, how ambitious you are, you can make a decent living at it. But sometimes it'll wear you out and tear up your body.
Mm-hmm.
Around here, there's a lot of engineering work or management work or administration work that requires you have, at the very least, an associate's, but a lot of it's a bachelor's or a master's. You do
Yep.
not necessarily have to have a bachelor's degree in engineering to get a job in engineering. They just want to see that you have that piece of paper, like you're in the club, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's the only thing I don't. If I say the word regret, that's probably too strong of a word. So I'm not really sure what the next level down is. But I would say that if I had any regrets about not getting a bachelor's degree, it's that I don't have that piece of paper that says hire me. Because when you don't, and you're going for a job where they say, well, we want somebody with a bachelor's degree, and you go, well, I've got over 20 years experience in this field, I can do circles around your guy fresh out of college. Some employers will take that into account and go, okay, we need somebody like you. And other employers go, nope, sorry, we'd rather hire a 26-year-old kid with a 4-year degree who has zero experience. It's like, you're kidding, right? So
Well, that's where references come into play. When you have good references, and that's where some trade schools see. And that's the other thing is like, I don't know how old you are, but if you're around my age, I'm 40. Right around the time that I should have been going to a trade school, that's when trade school really started pushing the whole we'll get you a job, like once you graduate or once you get certified, we'll put you in, and that's where your the references come into play. They'll put you into a company or a situation because they know somebody in that field.
I don't trust that based on experiences I know people have had where they got promised job placement and they really didn't get any follow-up or making a decent wage and the job you get placed at is like I could be flipping burgers at McDonald's and doing better. So I don't really trust the job placement as much, but I'm older than you, so
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like you said. I mean, it all depends. It depends on the trade school. It depends on the people that you know. Depends on the area that you live in or the area that you're willing to move to. Yada yada. How good the economy is in that particular area. What the demand or trade, the demand of trade or skill is. So yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough all around. Like generally the way I look at it is it's all a crapshoot. I mean, life is a crapshoot. You just got to bust your ass and you just got to, make sacrifices sometimes. And sometimes you got to eat dirt, to get ahead.
I mean, really now, in where I'm at, there's a shortage of labor, and it's to the point where if you've got a blue collar job and they tick you off, you can get mad, quit, walk down the street, go to another factory, and maybe be making the same money or maybe a little bit more. But that's not necessarily a good idea. You don't build up seniority and you don't build up vacation time and
Yeah.
stuff like that. For the jobs that are a little bit more officey, more engineering, more whatever R&D
Yep.
kind of stuff, they're still hurting for people. But depending on what it is, you may have a lot of people apply to a certain position. So just having that degree is kind of nice. Yeah, when I hear people say, there's just no work where I'm at, or I can't get to this damn, and it may not be for everybody, but there's tons of work here. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but again, it's like I said, I mean, it's all a crapshoot because I mean, I got a friend, he went to college and everything, and he was in the Air Force engineering school. I forgot what the hell it's called. It's kind of like the ROTC type deal, but for like engineers. And you know, he had an engineering degree. He graduated. Everything was certified. He was a bartender for 10 years, and then after that, he was working like all these like little shit jobs. It took him 20 years before he was able to find a semi decent job. And now it's become a decent job because he's been there for like another, 10 years. Like now he's finally starting to get paid what, he wants to get paid. And even at that, like, it's still not enough. So, I mean, again, it also just depends on the employer if they're willing to actually pay you what you're worth. And a lot of employers just don't. I mean, they don't pay people what they're worth.
I left. I was 16 working at a Sonic, and I was literally pulling home $75, working 40 hours a week. $75 a week.
Yep, been there.
I looked at the manager and said, "Fuck off." Look, I mean, no. 40 hours a week does not equate to 75 at $7.25 an hour. Does not equate to $75. Shoot, I'm not even getting paid for 30 of the 40 I was working. I'm like, no, and what's funny is we also had a McDonald's in the town I was living in at the time. I went right over there, dropped an application because they had a help wanted sign in their window. I call the next day, making the same amount of money, the same base pay, working less hours, making more money.
Trapper Paul says history and guns, damn jobs just suck.
Yeah, well, no one's been asking historical questions.
Yeah.
But no, my very first job, let's talk about history. My very first job was literally, stacking those axe handle blanks. And what, the blanks for handles and stuff for wood handles. Stacking those. I got 25 cents for each handle I stacked. And I got paid at the end of the month. I had always had enough to get my Pokemon cards. I had enough to get a whole bunch of sodas, candy. I remember I was like 5 years old at this time. So I mean, I'm buying, and still had money left over that I just started saving up and bought my first rifle, my pellet rifle out with that. And I'm talking about it was one of those cheap Walmart ones. It was one you had to go online and buy.
Thomas Fickering says, on a serious note, when can we expect to see the Cattleman rebuild? Will it take a college degree to follow you? It shouldn't take a college degree to follow me. I should be doing that in the next couple weeks. I've got to go do editing on that video. I've got that one filmed. I just haven't got it edited. I just got to find out where I put it on my hard drive. But I'm going to try to do some of that this week. And I got to do some filming tomorrow. I think Friday, I'm going to spend most of the day Friday editing videos. Yeah, it should be a fairly simple video.
Pat Bottom says Pocket Monster cards. Yeah, I was around when those things first came out.
I have no idea.
And there was only like 150. Now there's like so many damn ones you couldn't even name them. You can't make a Pokemon song out of it no more.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, like I said, I was 5. I mean, that was my first job. Then I got my first farm job when I was about 10. Did that for a year, and then my grandpa passed, and we moved. And I just mowed lawns during the summertime.
Yep. When I was 5 or 6 years old, for 2 seasons, I picked cotton,
Oh,
and that sucked. And I didn't get paid shit. And then when I was 10 or 11, yeah, I mowed lawns. But in South Texas, there ain't much lawn to mow. There ain't much lawns to mow. Everything's burnt and dried to shit because it's so damn hot. And nobody wants to water their lawns because they don't want to spend money on water.
No shit.
So yeah, I didn't make much money doing that. First like real job that I ever had was working at a fitness club, health club or whatever, a gym. And yeah, I was picking up nasty ass, sweaty freaking towels and cleaning restrooms and doing all that nasty shit, and that sucked. And I wasn't getting paid shit for that either. That was when I was in high. I was a senior, or no, I was a junior in high school when I got that job, and I worked there for two and a half years. Because actually, yeah, I graduated. I was still working there, and then I was just like, yeah, to hell with this. And then I got a temporary position, or oh no, I got a full time position at one of the hotels here in Rosemont, which is by O'Hare Airport, and I was in the AV department, so I was setting up all the conference rooms and stuff with microphones and overhead projectors and slide projectors and video projectors and yada yada. I did that for like 4 years, 4 or 5 years, and then started working at Motorola through like temp agencies, and I worked doing that for far too long. That was like 7, 8 years of
come here.
doing that, and that sucked
Come here, baby girl. Come here.
because they kept laying me off, and then they would lay me off for like 4, 5, 6, 7 months at a time, and it's like, man, what the hell? And then they would bring me back like at the end of the quarter so they could bust my ass. And then at the end of the year, they would lay everybody off and they would only bring back like certain people. And of course, the people that actually busted their ass and worked hard, they wouldn't bring back, like myself.
It happens. I have a question. Have y'all ever seen
That shit sucked.
ever seen a dog eat a carrot before?
Yes.
Yeah, my dog eats carrots. My dog will eat just about any damn thing you put in front of him. Right, you
My
stupid
grandpa had a
dog?
chihuahua that would whatever my grandpa would eat, she would eat, and she's the same way with me. If it's on my plate, she'll eat it. But if it's not on my plate,
Yep.
she won't eat it. We had made some biscuits and gravy for them, right? My dogs, just for them, right? Because it was getting on winter time, just fatten them up, put a little meat on their bones, because they're not long-haired breeds, so they get a little. They don't get that real thick fur, and it gets sometimes cold. She sat in front of her bowl until I went over there and put some biscuits and gravy on my plate, and as soon as I did, she started eating. She is spoiled rotten. But the thing is, she is the best squirrel dog. Her and Smoke are the best squirrel dogs I've ever had.
I'll be right back, guys.
I mean, oh, what's going on? Yeah, we have been kind of doing a horrible job at talking about history, haven't we?
Yeah.
No one's brought up any questions about history.
Here's one off. How many happened for shock?
Oh, 1 second. My brother asked me how many of the original sharks are actually still floating around out there.
God, that's a good question. There's probably a few thousand at least.
I can't remember what was the actual number that was actually produced of them, but you figured a lot of them made it. You know, a few of them walked home with some of the troops when they were let go. The army started downsizing that because they weren't in a war no more. You know, some got their walking papers and their gun. They went with their gun. Some were captured by the South, and the ones that were able to use them took them and walked home. The Confederates had their own version of the sharps.
Well, considering it is made from 1849 all the way through 1881, there's over 120,000.
Pat Putnam asked, oh, okay, hold on, we got three now. Amanda says, I got one. I don't know what she means by that. She says, Walker. Okay, is Walker Tex?
Gene Murphy
Walker-
says, "Is Walker factual or is it all bull?"
The Walker, the Colt Walker is about as factional as you can get. It was named because of Samuel Colt and, can't remember his rank.
Captain Samuel Hamilton Walker, United States Mounted Rifles.
Yeah.
Also captain of the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, I wanted something that actually. He basically wanted something that worked, and he didn't have to disassemble it to.
The Sam Walker went to Colt in late 1846 after the war with Mexico had commenced. They said, "Hey, we want your pistols." Sam Colt was out of business, so they couldn't round up anymore. So Walker said, "Okay, let's redesign them, but we want something bigger. That's 44 caliber, and 6-shot, and there's a couple other things he wanted to design." But the actual prototype of this did not look like this. It looked like a Patterson with a 6-round cylinder. So it had the fixed trigger guard, but it did not have the loading lever under the barrel. They did not figure this out until after, because this was designed. This is the first gun to ever use a conical. And so they had to redesign the loading lever so that the conical would be driven in straight into the chamber, because the old Patterson style with a separate loading lever, because that's what they originally called for, was a separate loading lever, would not drive a conical in straight. It would cock it one side or the other. So they designed that, and then Walker, by the time that Sam Colt had come up with this finished design, Walker was in Mexico. Um, and then Sam Colt sent them in for inspection. They were inspected. They were sent to Mexico. Now Sam Walker only got a pair that Colt sent to him as his own personal pieces. These wound up under Captain Jack Hayes. A lot of them under Captain Jack Hayes and the Texas Mounted Rifles, which was a volunteer unit. So the Texas Rangers essentially used the Walker during the war. There were some other units that got them, but the Mounted Rifles weren't issued them because the Mounted Rifles wound up not getting their horses. They already had flintlock pistols and flintlock rifles, and the Ordnance Department says you got enough to fight, and so they wound up not getting them. But a lot of them were used by the Texans. And a lot of them blew up because the Texans had no idea how to load them, and they just stuck them conicals in backwards, and they overcharged the cylinders because there was no manual for them, so they blew them up, and they overcharged them, loaded them wrong. And metallurgy had a lot to do with it, too. That's why Sam Colt made some alterations to the gun afterward. But basically, this was a prototype that got sent into battle to see if it would work. And the Texans used this to very good effect once they figured out how to load it and not blow it up.
Serpent asked, was the model 1860 musket really used at the Alamo?
Model 1816, you have to be a little bit more specific.
Yeah.
1816 Springfield or 1816 Harper's Ferry.
Yeah.
And it could be possible. Brown Besses were used at the Alamo. Of course, you had people with their own personal rifles.
There was a SDJB 11-1 history of conversion pistols. Well, a lot of the conversion pistols. The first one I know of that was the Captain Ball 2 conversion was the Remingtons, because they bit the bullet and paid for the patent to use the bore through cylinder.
No, they did not off at first. They used a plate on the back of the cylinder.
That's what I'm saying.
The cylinder. Then after that, then they went to the bore through.
Yeah.
That's where the ones that they got where they come off that has the firing pins in them now. Remington had that, only it was slots because everything was rim fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had to pay for that little patent to bore through the cylinder before they even put that plate on there.
No, they didn't have to pay for the patent because it was not considered bore through. It was considered two-piece, so it was past their patent. They went to do it to where they didn't have to take the cylinder off to reload the gun. That's when they had to pay for the bore through cylinder.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like I said, my brain's half fried right now.
Because Colt had a bore through cylinder, but that was the Thur design, and it loaded with a tapered brass cartridge. Basically looked like an old black powder paper cartridge. It loaded from the front of the cylinder same way, and Colt could get away with that because it loaded from the front and didn't load from the back. But the guy that had that patent, the Roland White patent, that guy worked for the Colt company, and they didn't think to take his design. He had that design and said, hey, we could patent this, and then Colt said, no, we're not interested in that. We ain't going to mess around with that. And so he went to Smith & Wesson.
But Smith & Wesson's like, yeah, we'll do it. Let's go. You know, he
Colt out of business, but they managed to come back and stay on top of things.
Yeah. So it went the cap and ball, then the kind of the cartridge conversion I have on mine, and then to the Sorry, like I said, my brain's half fried right now. But the Taylors and Company is about as close as you're going to get to a historical two-piece.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Well, because
that conversion cylinder you got for your Remington, that would be about as close as you're going to get, because They gotta have firing pins nowadays because everything's central fire.
Yeah. You can't. To get a rim fire, you'd have to get a whole bunch of stuff to convert it to 22.
Yeah. Or find somebody that
Uh,
will make you some rim fire 44. You know.
Can't Thomas Baker?
I'm gonna have to get my dogs because they're starting the fireworks that go off in the air.
Oh yeah.
I'll be back. So Jeremy, just kind of read the comments and talk to people.
Okay. Thomas said he couldn't understand why anyone would throw away an old firearm at the manufactured 100,000 or so. There ought to be the same number around today, but I guess not. Well, sometimes some idiot would overcharge it or something or not take care of it and blow it up. So therefore, it's not usable anymore. And that happens, and sometimes house fires happen and it's just not usable. Or a person shot and killed and that person just rolled away after they took whatever they thought was valuable in that rifle, and they might have had a Henry and think, oh, I need this Sharps rifle or whatever, and so that person's guns just stayed wherever they were. Not all the time, but some of the times. And some were just supposed to be passed down, and they were sold, and then they started the buyback program, so everyone was selling. They sold those guns, and they were cut up, melted down, and then these are some valuable guns. Don't give them. And some just fell apart. Fell apart. Yeah, some stolen, some, but yeah, okay. Pat Punham said the same thing. Yeah, on the East Coast, they're already starting to celebrate the 4th. They're about an hour ahead of me. Pat asked, "You guys ever get to play with a volley gun?" No, I would love to. Yeah, or like in World War II, they get buried in a hole. Yeah, artillery has a big piece of that, taking out guns, men, everything. Trapper Paul, go ahead and get it if you can get it for a reasonable price. A Navy that has a Richard Mason conversion on it, yeah, go ahead and get it. Just know it's it's done right. You're going to get a pretty accurate revolver. You there, Plowboy? You got a question for you. It says, they said drove through there last April. I'm trying to take pictures and telling my wife to slow down.
That's me on my B channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we went to Trinity in New Mexico at the White Sands Missile Range. That's open the first Saturday in April and the first Saturday in October every year, usually. And from there, we headed east. We were heading back to Michigan, and we took the back roads. and there is nothing out there. And we had been in that area before, but hadn't gone east. We'd gone north. And I knew that we were going to pass by like the courthouse, you know, best buck 80 I ever spent, all of it, right? But I knew generally where the area was, and I'm using Google Maps. Of course, signal's not the best out there and whatnot. And we literally rounded the corner. I recognized the buildings, and I'm like, slow down. And I'm trying to turn off Google Maps and get on the camera. And of course, you know, the phone wants to do video, not images. And I'm trying to take pictures out the window of the car as fast as I can. And she's going, what? And I'm like, that's the courthouse or the prison or whatever it was, you know, a 2-story building. And some of the stuff is still there, but I mean, there's people living in town and there's shops and stuff like that. And it's just a regular 2-way road, and then you round the corner and there's US 70, Highway 70, and you know, you start heading east towards Roswell. So we didn't have time to stop and do that. One year we'd like to spend a little bit more time in New Mexico and do a little bit more sightseeing in that area. I mean, we've gone to New Mexico a couple times, but it's usually the first place we pass through on the way in when we travel out west, or the last place we're at before we have to unfortunately head back to cold Michigan. So it's beautiful country out there. It really is. And you can see it's really hilly, but you can see why they would have grazing out there of cattle and sheep, and you know, you can tell that, I mean, there's lots of open range there for livestock to feed. So
Yeah, I can't remember what gauge of shotgun was that Billy done that.
Well, I mean, did it really have dimes in it, or nickels, or something like that? I thought it had dimes in it, right?
I think it was
9 dimes. Yeah.
I think it was dimes.
What about
But-
dimes?
The buck 80 that Billy Kid unloaded into that sheriff. I can't remember his name, or sheriff's deputy. I can't remember his.
That was a Hollywood myth.
So he didn't shoot him from the second story?
He shot it from the second story, but they don't know. I never read that it was loaded with dimes.
Okay.
Well, even the and if that he's saying that was a buck 80. That means that each
9 in each.
that shotgun shell was about. He knew how much those shotgun shells were, and so they were about 90 cents a piece. He unloaded both barrels on them, and if I'm not mistaken, he didn't he? So what caliber or what gauge would that be that they were so freaking expensive? 12 gauge?
Yeah.
Shoot. 90 cents a round back then. That's expensive for 12 gauge. I mean, that's considered cheap nowadays.
Not really.
Oh, I lost my comp. I thought it was okay. Hold on. Lost my place in comments.
Hell, my 5095, that's, well, if you include the powder and the bullet, I mean, hell, just the casing alone is almost $6 a case.
Shit. You got your lever action in 45.
Well, I mean, that's initially what I was going to do. I was going to get a 45 Colt. But everybody's got 45 Colt. Not very many people have a 5095.
Well, here's the thing. Well, you should have got in like 45 100.
Well, I mean, yeah, you know, I could have gone that route too, but now I want to get that 4560.
I kind of do too. Oh. Pat Bunham said he'd jump on, but all he's got is his phone. I don't know what Trapper Paul means by that. I've been reading the comments, and I'm not. Mama Murphy, or in this chat, Jane Murphy. I know what the 22 will do. It's just out of a little pistol to get one in for like a revolver for 22. That's just underuse of the. You lose so much of its potential out of it. A 22 out of a pistol.
Get yourself a Heritage Rough Rider in the 22 W8 WMR conversion.
Yeah, but it's you're still losing a lot of feet per second off that, even a 22 LR out of it.
It's still the Heritage has a 7.5 or 8-inch barrel. That's long enough.
Yeah. Yeah, Pat. Yeah, I like something that has a little bit more kick. I want something I'm shooting. Don't make me feel like I'm shooting a little cap gun. That after I shoot 10 rounds, I'm like, I just shot 10 rounds. I'm like, was that 10 or was that 5?
Yeah, but 22 is cheap. Anything that you know you're shooting, yeah, you're going to know it several ways because your shoulder's going to hurt and your wallet's going to be light.
I don't know. 22 shooting my 22 WMR for box of 50 was last time I bought some was $18.
Well, yeah, 22 mag. Yeah, 22 mag is expensive. Or in comparison to 22 LR.
Pat Putnam asked Michael about your 5095.
Yes,
Are you reloading for them, or are they pre-made rounds from Buffalo Arms?
I'm reloading. However, I saw that Buffalo Arms just restocked on their 5095 smokeless rounds. So I'm Gesundheit. I'm thinking of actually buying a pack of some smokeless rounds from Buffalo Arms just to try them out, and also just to get their casings.
Pat Putnam says his 45 110 when he cast and hand loads run about $1.50 to $2 a shot.
Yep,
that's not bad.
Yeah, if I can get at least, I think I figured it out. If I can get at least 8 reloads out of those casings, then I can get the cost down to about $1. To about $1 a piece.
I'm on the third reloading of some of my brass in 45, and I've mentioned
45 Colt, man, you can reload those like 20, 30 times more.
I went stupid. Instead of buying brass and then primers, I went the stupid route and got some pre-made cartridges. These things,
dude, just get some Starline, man. Starline's cheap and it's pretty decent brass.
Oh, I am. When these go out, I am. I just wanted 100 rounds just to have.
What is that? 45 Colt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stocked up this winter. I think I got about 400 rounds.
Well, these were 50, 200 grain, round nose, flat point, cowboy action lead loads.
Arms Corps makes a 45 Colt cowboy load. I think I paid like $25 for 50 rounds or something like that.
Well, if I get as many
or $20 for 50 rounds.
Well, so far though, I'm already over what I paid for those. I got the initial load out of that. So that's one loading. I'm on the ones that are loaded up now are on their third loading. I've got a whole bunch of brass that's on their fourth loading right now.
I need to order me a new bullet mold so I can get that the Lyman that's a copy of the original bullet that come with a 45 Colt. I got an
Nice.
idea to test a video to see if the Walker actually was the most powerful handgun until 357. Because I'm thinking the 45 Colt's going to outdo it.
Maybe.
You can get 45 Colt up to like 44 special, 44 mag levels.
Right. Well, I am thinking, it's a 250 grain bullet is heavier than the round ball in a Walker. And granted, this is going to be the recommended load, so I'm not going to load the Walker with a full 60 grains because that's just a good way to wear out your gun really fast. But
Yeah.
originally, Sam Colt said 50 grains of powder. And for those of you that don't believe me, pick up a book. There's one out there called Sam Colt's Own Words 1847, and he says, do not shoot more than 50 grains out of these guns. But anyway, I'm just going to try 50 grains with a round ball, and then I'm going to try 50 grains with that Lee 200 grain conical because that's pretty close to what the original Pickett bullet was, and we'll see if it makes a lot of difference. But I got a feeling the 45 Colt can, with the old original black powder load, probably outperform the Walker. We'll see when I can get a chronograph test.
Nice. And that was the whole, my line of thinking when I was first originally thinking of getting the 45 Colt lever action. The whole purpose of getting that was so that I can, build up some hot loads in 45 Colt to see what I can push it out to. And then, I ended up going with the 5095 instead.
I pushed some, and out of this cartridge conversion, some day that had literally the powder was touching the base of the bullet, and it shot out and was like, "That all you got?" So I mean, it was max pressure. There's no way, and I was shooting trail boss out of it, so it was a hot load. That cartridge conversion looked at it and said, "Is that it?" They hit a dang thing, but it shot them. And they were copper jacketed hollow points that someone gave me 3 of. They didn't need them. They didn't like the way they were shooting. They had 3 left, and they pulled their brass that was still usable, and they gave them to me. Like, I'll see. I'll just throw them together, and see how they shoot. If I was aiming at something maybe a little bigger than like that at 35 yards, I probably would have hit something. But
Take a look at those Barnes 45 Colt. They make a semi-jacketed soft point. And a hollow point, I think, too, and 45 Colt. And man, I think that I really like them Barnes bullets. I think that would be a really great hunting.
Well, if I was going to get another hollow point, I just want to be able to cast them. Actually use. That way I can use soft, like the softest lead, almost pure lead. It'd be like real soft that way, but it's still kind of hard. I can get that, so I know I get the maximum expansion of an 8-inch barrel on black powder or trail boss load, and that way it just kind of. If I have to go boar hunting and miss with my rifle, and they charge instead of run away, and I ain't got time to either work the action or reload, I can just pull my pistol and aim, fire, and hopefully hit the thing. Yeah, 35 yards.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I have to get up and get the target.
I was just going to say, I want to get me one of those Kaido molds. But the only thing that's stopping me is that he only offers them in 6 cavity.
And they're
And I mean, they're kind of, yeah, and they're kind of pricey too, but I mean, it's because they're 6 cavity molds. And the problem that I see me having with that is because I don't have a bottom pour melting pot. I got a ladle pour. Um, I'm afraid it's gonna cool off by the time I can, fill all 6 cavities, and then I'm gonna be pouring into a cold mold.
Okay, Serpent Serpent. Okay, um, asked who was the name of the American Civil War and Spanish American War cavalry commander, and I know the answer. I think Plowboy's already named it off.
I can't recall.
It's Joseph Wheeler.
Oh, Wheeler. Yeah, I need to brush up on my history.
He's a good old Southern boy, if that's the one you're thinking of, Serpent.
Yeah, but apparently aiming at this at 35 yards, that small of a target, it gets close. Like literally all the shots were in this one. Huh?
You should hit that on every shot.
It was close a lot of times, but it's just some reason I was shooting right through here, all in this area right here today. No matter how much I pulled it over, it was always. I think I hit it a few times, but seems like it was just mainly right in this area. But 35 yards, that's a small target when it's you have an aim down. And what's even funny is I took a shot at the sharp shot and hit that target right there at 50, no, about 45-ish. That did not work. Trying to hit that thing, the top one. That shot, yeah, I was aiming it at the dirt about 4 feet in front of it, and I missed.
You should have made that shot.
Well, Sharp is signed in for 100 yards, but it's just I was having aim about here to hit this one. And I hit the bottom one instead of the top one.
I could hit either one of those at 1,000.
I also don't have your 6.5 Creedmoor.
Also got a scope that makes that thing look like a freaking big plate right in front of your face at 1,000.
That is true too. Hold on one second.
Okay, Serpent, I'll try to remember your name. I forget because I forget that easy. Jacob. Try to remember that.
Oh.
Just call him Big Jake.
Yeah, there you go. Jake.
Well, I don't know about you, Pilgrim. We don't have no buttermilk or no lemonade neither.
I gotta watch that movie now.
Yeah, I gotta watch it too.
Oh. I don't know if it was the heat or what, but it just seemed like my whole aim was off today. It just
Shit happens.
oh, shoot.
Yeah, I mean, when I went out to the range, I was shooting all over the place too. But I hadn't gone shooting since March-ish. Yeah, somewhere around there. February, March, something like that.
Yeah, it's probably when you did put that video up, the shooting videos up. And
Yeah,
Pat, I know the Buffalo Arms makes a scope for my sharps. I just don't want one. I break the thing. I pay all that money and I drop it one time and break it. You'd be
yeah,
surprised.
those things, those two scopes are real fragile too.
You'd be surprised how many times I drop something trying to move it, reorganize, or it just falls right off my wall because I got the gun rack. It barely holds it. I haven't been to a cowboy. I've been to one cap and ball shooting shooting event, and I placed 16th out of 30 people.
Oh crap! That reminds me. I never announced my Captain Ball contest.
Oh, yeah.
I was supposed to do that over a month ago.
You didn't tell your secretary to do it. To remind you.
Shit. Well, I guess we'll run that in August then.
It'd probably be better for the weather because it would start cooling off a little bit in August around here.
Yeah, August or September.
Yeah, let's just cool it off. Let's let it cool off a little bit because it.
We'll run it.
What's the prize going to be anyway?
Oh, with the YouTube one, it's bragging rights. Yeah, all you win is bragging rights.
I'd like
If I
to-
do the judging.
Yeah, it sucks that I wasn't able to get in on that last year.
I think you might get a chance this year,
Yeah, I definitely want to get in on it this year.
but I need to find somebody who wants to do the judging on it because if I do that, I prefer it be somebody that doesn't want to participate as a shooter, do the judging, so there's no bias.
Yep.
Um, and I'm sure
Dude,
we'll probably be able to find somebody. But yeah, if anybody's interested in being a score master for the YouTuber shooting contest, which we've established now is going to run in the month of September, send me a message at DukeFrazierProductions or say something over there in the chat. I'll get in touch with you. But anyway, yeah, we're going to need somebody to score. If I have to do it, then I ain't going to be able to shoot.
Yeah, and I would judge, but I want to shoot also. That's something at the end of my nose and it's itching. There's nothing there.
And if Ian from the Portsmouth Armory Channel competes, we've already lost. That guy can shoot.
Wes Covina's back.
Yes, just seen that.
What's up, Pat?
And Pat, I don't want to try to compete with the 6.5 Creedmoor. I don't really need anything out past 100 yards, really. I won't be doing an 800 yards planking event because, well, just because I can. I mean, I won't be able to lob some grenades. Close to 500 grain grenades at somebody. Or a dirt berm, and all you see is the dirt hit it, but that's the only reason I'm doing it.
find it.
Oh, have you heard anything about the? You got any orders for the shirts yet?
Oh, on the shirts? No. No, nobody's interested, so I ain't gonna do it.
Oh, I tagged you on Facebook about
Yeah,
that. I don't know. Okay.
I hadn't really had much time to do much on
He-
my Facebook. Yeah, I did see it.
Yeah, I didn't talk to the guy about it because, I wanted to just leave that up to you in case you weren't interested or whatever. I didn't want to go over your head or anything.
I just things are ain't nobody emailed me about it. Apparently, there's not much interest, so
You did remember to put your email address in the
Yeah,
description,
yeah.
right?
yes, I did.
Okay.
Well, SDJB 111 says I want one. Well, last week I run all the designs across the screen, and I asked people. I said, "Which ones do you like?" And we'll run with them. And nobody responded. I said to email me if you want to, and if I get 50 people interested, then 50 people to pay for an order, we order them because I'm not ordering them and sitting on them. Then nobody emailed me, so until I get 50 people that show interest, well, until I get 50 shirts ordered, put it that way, until I get 50 shirts ordered, they have to be paid for ahead of time. I'm not going to order shirts because, like I said, I'm not going to sit on 50 shirts. That's damn near $1,000. So,
He also asked how he has a link to his. He has his email in the last live stream on this channel.
yeah, and it's already down in this live stream too in the description box. And if you want holsters, I'm still putting holsters. Holsters is something that I can do, and I take orders on them. But yeah, if you want a holster, email me about them. But yeah, SDJV, I don't need 50 shirts either. That's why I'm not ordering them until people show interest.
Yeah.
For me to order the shirts, it's going to cost me $500, and I want to double that, so at least I make something. So I'm paying $10 a shirt. I'm going to sell them for $20. So that'd be $1,000 of merchandise I'd be sitting on. And I don't want to sit on that much for God knows how long. Not good business. I did have a thing set up with another website whose name will not be mentioned. Michael and Jeremy, and I think Squid probably know who I'm talking about. I set it up with it because they started out, I didn't have to order. All people did was they ordered them, and then the company would make it. I didn't have to shell any money out. Then I get 40%, which I thought was a pretty good deal. But they are so freaking finicky on what you put on them shirts with wordage wise. Apparently, the word Raiders is trademarked, and I couldn't use that, so they won't let me create any more designs. So, then to hell with them. I ain't going to use them. Found another company that I can use, but like I said, in order for it to happen, I'm going to have 50 shirts ordered.
Pat asked if you had a holster for a pair of Dragoons. He's trying to find where he can get a rig for a little later, so.
Oh, I don't have a pattern for that, but Jesus, if you can find me a pattern, I can make them. Make just about anything. I just got to have a pattern.
And I'm gonna here soon. I'm gonna be ordering the right gauge of leather to do I won't be doing some like accoutrements that would go like on a belt stuff for cap and ball, revolvers, or your musket loads and stuff like that, and all that stuff. Hold on one second.
I forgot what page it was on Facebook, but somebody posted a shoulder rig for a walker, and I was like, man, it looked nice.
Yeah, that would be. In fact, I got a Walker holster that they just come up with.
I'd like to get a shoulder rig for my Ruger.
Hey, Squid, I don't know if you can see the chat, but this was for you. Midnight Range TM says that can't be Squibload on the panel. Too quiet, or did he pass out reloading at the reloading bench eating a hot dog sandwich again?
Oh, zip it. Chicken fry cook. Go make me something to eat.
At least he's there.
Wow, cool. We got Midnight Range on the side panel.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, how many people we got watching right now?
I got 15.
All right. Not too bad. Not too shabby.
Someone asked, who makes their own black? I don't.
No, too much of a pain in the ass.
I may or may not have some sitting around somewhere.
I got.
I have never.
Don't have the time to ever do it.
I can get all the stuff locally.
Okay, Jacob says, history question. During the American Civil War, this former West Point teacher would find out he was attacked by one of his students. What were their names? Oh, Jesus.
Well,
That he was. Wait, what was that again?
The West Point teacher would find out he was attacked by one of his students on a battle.
Oh, I know this too. Damn it.
I can't think. Can't think of it. I know it, but I just can't bring it back to my
I can't think of it either. Okay, Jacob, go ahead and type it in there because we ain't thinking of this late at night. I can't even think anymore.
Yeah, I'm already getting kind of tired. I'm like,
And Civil War is not something I'm real strong on. I'm more strong on prior to the Civil War, 1840s, some 1850s.
I'm studying the Arkansas frontier time up to the hanging judge, and you want to talk about some BS history, people. I get 2 or 3 that say the same thing, and then one that goes way left wing. Like one was saying, as soon as the American frontier was out, everyone had their Sharps rifles. The Sharps, and this is I'm trying to say before this. They were saying this before the Civil War that everyone had breech loading Sharps rifles.
Not everyone, but they were around.
Yeah, there is a county in Arkansas called Stars, but still, not everyone.
1849 is when the Sharps come out, so you could see them in the California gold field. You can see them on the frontier.
Yeah, but I'm saying it wasn't. They said everyone had them. Yeah, and I hate when they do general statement. People that do general statement like that, it's like everyone that is white has guns.
everybody.
Anderson and Beauregard.
Beauregard. Ah. I forgot the other one, Anderson, but yeah, I was like,
Why did I not remember what folders are?
mm.
West Camino says history exam. Need a beer. Be right back.
Spy Hunter says he just put an Amber Alert out on a 2-year-old kid kidnapped by her literally old man 75 heading to Chicago.
Great.
Oh boy, it happened at the bombardment of Fort Sumter. I had 2 relatives at Fort Sumter. One was sending shells in, and the other one was ducking from them. Of course, the one that was ducking from them has been disowned.
Yeah. One of my family members took a lead slug in the arse from another one. And guess what? It was the Confederate cousin that's putting the lead slug there.
Yeah.
He was quoted in our little family history book saying he put it there so his aunt wouldn't get mad at him. But he shouldn't have been turning his arse just so he could get shot at. I mean,
You don't want to get shot in the back. Don't run from a fight.
no, if you don't, apparently in my family, if you don't want to get shot in the arse, don't turn your back.
Yeah.
Like that John Wayne quote, never stick your butt up in a fight. There's always someone on the other side that's a sense of humor that'll shoot you there first instead of in the head.
Yeah. Oh, Putman, you've never been to a Murphy family reunion, then that's all we do is drink and fight.
Yeah. Spy Hunter. I've had fireworks here. That's why I had to bring my dogs in a little bit early tonight.
Yeah, it's 16. I guarantee you in 16 minutes you're going to be hearing them go off in my house. Some drunk people like, it's 4th of July. Let's shoot off all of our fireworks now.
I'll probably take my brown vest out in the backyard and fire it off with blanks. All I got to do is dump powder in a barrel and put a little in the pan, and it goes boom.
I thought about doing that with my.
One day I thought, Bings, I'm firing a blank. I'm going to make it real loud, and I dumped like 400 grains of powder down the barrel of that vest. That's when firing 400 grains of powder is like in a full charge with a lead ball in it. It kicks like a son of a bitch.
You got to make a video of that. I just want and do it. I gotta see that.
On my ass. I mean, it knocked me down.
Do it like at dusk.
Shit.
Do it at dusk so you can see the freaking fireball come out.
I just
The thing about making some blanks for my 45 Colt, because I was making some blanks for it to take up when I was going to go to Wyoming, and I never finished them. Why not just make them up tomorrow afternoon, shoot them off towards dusk?
I was just thinking of putting powder, putting a wad in, and just firing that off.
Yeah, that's probably.
If you're shooting true black, you don't need a wad. Just keep the thing pointed up, it'll go off.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking revolver, then it's all 6 will go off.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to use.
You might want to put some cornmeal or something. Cream of wheat's what everybody else uses.
Yeah. Well, I just figured put the wad in there, and that would be good enough. I got some oxy oaks, which I don't even use.
What?
A good one. He said, my Yankee drinking buddy up the road will likely shart here in 15 minutes. That's the greatest info ever.
Oh God! It is. I missed that at first. I'm like, where are y'all looking? I like going to my family reunions. And I am the black. Technically, on one side, I am the black sheep. On the other, I'm just normal. On the Murphy side, you got to do a lot of. You got to do a lot to be a black sheep. Uh, yeah, I'm thinking about doing the same thing Michael does, but I'll probably do it for my sharps just to put a piece of felt wadding up at the breech face and just dump powder down it, close it up, snap a cap on it. That should go off nice and loud and scare everybody in the neighborhood. West Covina, you're reloading? What you reloading? Are you reloading for your Martini Henry, or what you loading for?
Probably Martini.
I honestly want to know how much lead he goes through casting one of those projectiles.
Cat Putnam says don't use black subs anymore. I like the real stuff too much. Yep. It's a sin to use substitutes. Always stick with the holy black.
Yep.
Yep.
It's just getting harder and harder to find. I got to order some online. I need to order some here soon.
Always order it in bulk.
Yep.
Cheaper that way.
Yeah,
Actually, you get GoX if you order it like 10 pounds at a time. You can get GoX for $17 a pound.
Who do you generally go through?
Grass.
Who's that?
Graphs.com.
Oh, Graphs. Graphs and Son.
Yep.
Yep.
That's too.
They're pretty good. Now, let's see here. West Covina Dodge says he was at the range last weekend. He'll post a video. I'd be interested to see that.
Sweet.
Yeah. I gotta find your champ, West Covina.
I've had my Martini Henry for 6 years and I still haven't even shot it.
What you waiting for?
That ain't the only gun I've got never shot. It's the time, man. I ain't got no time.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I've had my 5095 for well over a month, and I haven't shot it yet because granted, I don't have outdoor ranges, very close to me either. Both the two outdoor ranges that are semi decent, and then that's the other thing is they're not all that great to begin with. But the two that are like semi decent, they're about an hour and a half or more, away from me. So
yeah, it's time for you to pack up and move back to Texas.
I'm back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I could just get out to the country, because here in Illinois, there's some great country. There's some great rural areas.
It's also Illinois.
Yeah, that's the only bad, the only drawback to it.
Or move to Indiana. That's not too far away.
Yeah, I'm looking at if I were to move, I'm looking at either Indiana, Kentucky, or Missouri.
Okay, I'm back, and it seems like it's froze up on me because Michael's sitting in one spot, and Squibload is like up on the screen right now. How do I freaking refresh this thing?
Who knows? I don't know.
I figured I had to do it last time. I don't know how to do it no more. Okay, I guess I can't do it because I can't refresh my own page. Dadgummit. But I think West Covina missed my question because I was reading the chat as I was trying to answer a whole bunch of questions that popped up on my messenger. I was asking how much lead, not how much powder you used. And the thing is, I can go to Powder Ink. The one I go through is literally about 200 miles from me. It's on the other side of my state's capital. And I can go there, pick up 25 pounds, and save on hazmat shipping.
There you go.
And doing that, it takes a pound of powder down from like $20. You know, if I was to order online, it would be about $20 a pound. Plus.
Plus
And,
shipping and all that.
no, I'm talking about like with shipping and everything, you know, about 25, about 20, 25. Depends on the powder. But doing that, it brings it down to under 20, about 18 a pound. But shoot, I used the first pound of my 2F today. I mean, I bought 25 pounds and I'm sitting on like, I bought half black, 2F, half 3F. And I'm still.
I could probably just drive over to Indiana and buy some.
Probably.
But then I got to drive all the way to Indiana.
Yeah. No shit.
Which is a good 2.5 or well, I mean, depending on where I'm going. But that's the thing too, is I don't know, I don't even know who sells black powder in Indiana.
Go up to Cabela's or Bass Pro, they'll have it.
No, they don't.
What?
Or you mean in Indiana or here?
Wow.
Either or, I would think. Right?
Yeah, here in Illinois, you can't find black powder anywhere.
Huh.
A lot of places, insurance won't let them carry it in stores.
Yep. I don't understand it because they claim they can't they can't stock it because it's considered an explosive, but yet I have two canisters of one's 777 and the other one's Jim Shockey's Gold, and both of them say explosive on it. So it's like, how can you stock these but not real black powder? It makes no sense.
Pat Putnam's saying Cabela's and Bass Pro only sell substitute.
Yep.
The ones up here have got Go X and Pirate X both, but they don't have it out on the floor. You have to ask for it. They keep it in the back. They keep the smokeless out on the floor, but the black powder, they keep empty cans, and you have to ask for it. Same thing with primers. They don't have the primers out on the floor. They're behind the gun counter. And what's weird is you go to the Bass Pro in Las Vegas, and all that's out on the floor. It's got to be a state law thing. It's got to be.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I know for a fact it's a state law thing.
Here, the only time a store can carry black powder is during muzzleloading season by state law.
No, wait a minute. It can't be, because if I go 200 miles north to Jay's Sporting Goods, all that stuff is out on the floor. You do not have to. It's not stored behind. I don't know. Something's up.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I've never been in a Cabela's and seen real black powder on the shelf.
I used to.
I see it more in around here. I see it more in mom and pop shops than anything.
Yeah.
And when I was up there in South Dakota, I couldn't get black powder. In fact, the only place that I was ever able to buy black powder in a store was 30 miles east of me, and that guy finally went out of business because he couldn't sell powder fast enough to keep him afloat. But yeah, I've never seen black powder ever sold at Cabela's. I've seen the Pirate X, but never the real stuff.
I've still got a metal can of Triple F I bought at Dixie Gun Works in their store 19 years ago.
Oh, I got a 10 that was marked 1993 of elephants. I've got like 2 loads left of it, of 65 grains each. I just can't find no more elephants. But Wes Covina says 14 shots of that bullet that he cast for a pound.
Oh yeah, I remember him saying that. It takes a pound to cast 14 shots.
Holy crap.
That's a lot of lead, son.
So,
Yeah.
I hate to change the subject, guys, but Cimarron was recently putting out a walker that was supposed to be antique to look like the walkers that were used during the Mexican War.
Yeah.
Buffalo Arms has them in stock for $676.
That's not bad for the extra work they're having to do to them.
Yeah, I got 2 walkers and I didn't have to pay that much for them. I'm going to keep mine. Buffalo Arms is always
Sell me
good.
one of your walkers, and then you can buy one of those.
Yeah.
No, he can sell you one and sell me one.
And then you can buy 2.
Yeah.
Buffalo Arms has always been a little bit higher priced on their guns.
Wes Covina says elephant is dirty stuff. Yes, but it's might be dirty, but goodness gracious, was it giving me the best accuracy though?
I want to get me some Swiss.
I do too, but powder ink, they don't stock it yet.
I think
I've been-
Powder Valley is the only one that I could find the Swiss on.
Yeah, I've been bitching them to get some, and just I want to try it out, see if it's as good as they say it is. I just want a pound of it. I told them, look, just order me a pound. I'll pay it. I'll pay what you have to pay to get it. Just order me a pound of it.
I want to get me a pound of 3F, G, GoX, and Swiss, and then a pound of 2F, G, and GoX and Swiss, and compare the two.
Well, the GoX, that's cloudy stuff. I'm gonna tell you that much. It puts up a nice plume of smoke.
Yeah,
You-
I like GoX.
You ain't seeing the target for a few seconds afterwards on a nice day.
Okay, I'm looking at Swiss Powder 3F from a company called Powder Inc. And it says, we hope to be back in stock by May. Well, dude, you're about 2 months behind.
I know.
May what year?
Yeah, no kidding. And there isn't
2021?
even a notify me. I found this one. I was looking up. Was it the cylinder loader here? That I can't remember the guy's name. Is it, something 44. He does some pretty good videos, but I come across it, and he did a video like 5 things everybody should have, and he was
yeah, Black Powder Shooter 44.
That's it. Thank you. And he was showing a cylinder loader that you could get from Powder Inc. Looks like it's all metal construction. It looks like it's pretty robust compared to some of the other ones I've seen that are kind of. I've never used them, but I've been thinking about getting some sort of bench-mounted thing. So I saved the link to this. It's like, okay, what else do they got? And they got primers and they got black powder. But yeah, I just figured since I still had this page up, I'd look while you were talking. And it's like, yeah, nobody's got Swiss powder.
Powder Valley. It's called Powder Valley Inc. Has Swiss.
Yeah. Oh, they do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the only website I could find that carries Swiss, and they have Schutzen makes Swiss, but they have the Schutzen powder also. And they also have the GoX Old Einsford also.
Yeah, I'd like to get some of that as well. I'm literally went through a pound of powder in 2 years. So, and I
That
just
ain't enough.
no to go through that pound of Goex.
Black powder lasts, man. That's the thing is it lasts. I mean, unless you're shooting it every day.
Not when you're shooting a walker, it doesn't.
Well, yeah, and then yeah, and if you're shooting, a rifle or a large caliber pistol,
I
you'll go through it faster. But I mean, heck,
I'll
I've
get
I've had this
I'll
one
get
pound for almost a year, and I'm maybe halfway through it.
I'll get some boo hiss right here. I shoot Pyrodex in my walker.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I don't know why. I don't know why, but it likes Pyrodex. I've tried Goex in it, and I've tried Pyrodex, and it seems to like Pyrodex more. Now the Lamat can't stand Pyrodex, but it likes Goex. So, but yeah,
You have a freaking Lamat?
yeah, but I don't hardly ever shoot the damn thing. I'd like to get a bunch of other stuff, but just haven't been able to buy it.
I trade you Remington for it.
Yeah, that's the newest thing in my collection. I've got a new model Navy. That's what I'll probably take out on Saturday.
Nice.
Will this new model Navy 36 caliber penetrate an appliance?
An appliance.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot up a washer.
Nice.
Well, we shot up the dryer 2 years ago, so I thought it was appropriate that we, And he took it to the scrapyard, he goes, "Damn boy, what happened?" And I told him, I said, when he told me what they said at the scrapyard, I go, Hickok 45's got a story just like that. He did it with a stove, and he told the guy that I got in a gunfight in my kitchen. So, but yeah, my buddy, he takes scrap metal in because he has a farm, so he takes scrap metal in from time to time. He's got a trailer, and he's got a front end loader and all that stuff. So after we shoot it up, he'll just pick it up with the front end loader and toss it in with everything else.
Nice.
So yeah, we recycle. But I don't know if the 36 caliber would penetrate that sheet metal.
Oh hell yeah, it will.
Well, we'll find out.
You should have said, "Oh, I went deer hunting with a buckshot, and I left a couple buckshot. I forgot a couple buckshot in my pants. Put it in the dryer. Oh shit."
Actually, 36 is triple light buck,
Yep.
which is amazing because now I can load triple. Now that I don't have a 36, I can cast those up and load them triple light bucks. I don't have to get rid of the mold. That mold anyway. It's kind of
for your shotgun.
Yeah, it's kind of why I'm looking at getting another 36 because I don't want to get rid of these molds. I barely used them.
I kind of want to get me a 61.
I want to get another Colt, but I don't want to get another Navy.
Yeah, I was thinking about the 49 Pocket.
That sheriff's model.
That one, it doesn't have a ramming arm, right? It doesn't have the loading lever, right?
Yeah, the Pocket model. It's got that little stubby loading lever.
Yeah, you get your little choke bar to load using the loading lever, or load it off the gun. I've been thinking either a 61 or Remington New Navy. Not sure which yet. I kind of like the fact that the top strap. I really do.
With a 36.
Yeah. Well, I was going to be loading them hot anyway on top of a conical.
Yeah, see, I ordered the Pieta new model Navy, and then I ordered the Uberti new model Navy, and I ordered a spare cylinder with it, and I wasn't paying attention, and they sent me a Pieta cylinder. and it doesn't seem to fit. So I need to order a new birdie cylinder, and then I don't know, figure something out later.
What's is it too short? Too big? What's going on with it?
I had trouble getting it. I can't remember if it was too long or too fat or whatever it was, but it just wouldn't go in there. I thought it was weird too because the box was marked Pieta, and I'm going, really? So while we were talking, I was on the Dixie website here, and I'm looking. It's like, yep, they sell the Uberti cylinder and the Pieta cylinder for the new model Navy in 36 caliber, but as far as the whole gun, they only sell the Uberti. And I'm just like, I should have
Where
read.
did you get it from?
Dixie.
How long ago was it?
Got it for Christmas.
Oh, you should.
I'm not gonna ship it back and be like, I'm the one who ordered. I'm the moron who didn't read. But I find it weird that they offer parts for both manufacturers, but they only sell gun from the one. So
Yeah.
They might have.
I mean,
had
the
it in stock
Lamat's a
previously.
Pieta, and I bought that at Dixie. So
I think Pieta's the only one that makes the Lamat anymore, though. 6-shooter Texan Knight. He's gone.
Have a good one, 6-shooter.
Adios.
Ugh. I'm tired after today.
Yeah, I think we're gonna shut her down here pretty quick, gents.
Yeah.
I can keep going.
Yeah, I gotta get to bed 'cause I gotta get up early in the morning and ready to go shoot some video stuff.
you're trying to beat the heat, right?
Yeah. And it starts getting hot about 7 o'clock, so.
Take you some water out there.
Oh, yeah, I always do. And if I don't do it tomorrow, I might do it the next day. Or I might run to Walmart and see if I can get one of them shade tents and go out and shoot while it's hot anyway. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, so we'll shut her off here in about 5 minutes. So we'll do it at 11:15 my time. That's 11:09 now, so we'll give it another 5 minutes. Anybody that's got any last minute questions, go ahead and ask them.
West Cavana says eBay Uberti cylinder. Sorry. The guy that has the letters and the numbers, the 111 guy says, Duke, love your stuff. I'm out. I'm glad he likes one of our contents. Yeah, I kind of surprised that it's 4th of July here, and I'm actually surprised there's no fireworks going off outside right now. There's usually that one drunk idiot.
Oh, that was fireworks going off like crazy a few minutes ago. I'm surprised. Let's see, what time is it? It's 12. I'm surprised they stopped. Usually they keep going till like 1, 2 in the morning.
Pat Putnam asked, when do we see my best at 80 yards? Well, I think I'm going to try it. I don't try it this week. I might try it next week. I thought about taking the best out today, being it's 4th of July. I just don't know if I've got all my stuff here for it. Should have.
Blah boy Ghost says, so far no Yankees sharting the 4th. Yeah, finish that. Oh God. I'm hoping that's another typo. Or I wonder if that's a typo if he did it on purpose that time.
Pat Putnam, I'll probably things. I've only got a 100-yard range set up, and my shooting board fell to pieces. I'm probably actually going to be setting the target at 100 yards. So I'm going to take a lot of paper and put a target in the middle of all that paper, and we'll see if I can even get close what kind of accuracy it throws. But I've been told that them Pedersoli brown bests, if you load them right, they can shoot a 6-inch group at 200 yards.
If you go to Walmart, just grab yourself a big old pack of paper plates.
I've got a bunch of newsprint. When I was in college, I had taken an art class, and we had to buy this big bundle of newsprint. We used like 2 fucking sheets out of the son of a bitch. And that's what I make my paper cartridges for, my brown vest too. But I'll just go out there and staple that up on a pallet and then put my target right in the center.
There you go.
That brown vest, that's a smooth bore, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, hey, I had a question for you on that brown vest.
Sure.
So I've only seen one once. We were at the grand opening at the Cabela's in Dundee, Michigan, like 20 freaking years ago, and they had some volunteers there for firearms and archery to try to, show off the guns and get people into, show them how to use it so they'd want to buy it. And this one guy was there, and he pulled out a replica brown vest, and I put it high up in my shoulder like I would with any sort of rifle, and he goes, "No, you're doing it wrong." He says, "The British put these on their bicep and shot them. Is that true?"
They they put them right about here. You don't aim with them; you just point them and boom. I mean, you don't even look down the barrel. You just turn your head sideways.
Yep.
That was the old way. He wasn't getting muzzle flash from the other, or pan flash from the guy next to you. Yeah, they didn't aim. That's why the brown vests, it got such a reputation for being inaccurate. Is one, they
didn't aim.
Undersized ball, so the ball shoots a 3-foot group even when you're shooting it benched. And 2, they didn't aim, so that's why it's 75 yards. If you got hit by a brown vest musket, you're just having a real bad day.
So more or less, it was better as a really long stick to put your bayonet on.
Yeah, basically. The British didn't even consider it a weapon until you had the bayonet attached to it.
I'm trying to think of what it's called. Where we had the one ball and then a couple of shots behind. Buck and ball. That's
Buck
what.
and ball.
Buck and ball. That's a good way to blow your barrel up too.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about. I've seen. I can't remember who it was. Do some tests on the historical of that.
And you can blow your barrel up doing them loads.
I think Hickok fired buck and ball out of the Howdah in that video that he did.
Yeah. If it doesn't load right, that the buckshot can act as a barrel blockage.
Obstruction.
Right, barrel obstruction.
Yep.
And it'll overpressure and blow out. And if you put the buck behind the round ball, then you've got air gaps in there, and then your black powder doesn't like that, so that'll cause a barrel expansion.
Well, I think the proper way to load buck and ball is you would put a wad between, like you'd put an overpowder wad, your buck, an over buck card, your ball either patched or you put a wad in front of that. One of them big soft wads.
Right.
And that's how you would load it.
Anyway, all right, folks. Well, we're going to call it a night. I'm ready to go to bed. So next week we'll be the same place, same time, Wednesday at 8 p.m. I might try something special this week with Santee. So, guys, I might not be around Friday evening because Santee said he was free on Friday.
Cool.
But we'll just keep in touch, and you count on us being here. Being here next Wednesday, 8 p.m., same time. So until then, stay tuned and keep your powder dry.
Night all.